What's up, everybody? it's day 110. Maybe I should turn these. Maybe I should turn the spotlights on. We'll see if it makes the colors look a little better with the broadcast. But guess what? I was like, hey, I'm gonna be on at 9 a.m. and I never. I went out last night. I never made it home till just now. I don't know if that helps or not. So yeah, we're getting a pretty late start today. I was thinking I was gonna be on at 9. Yo! Oh, Woodland, what's up? Man, if you're there, you can hear me. Long night. That's all I can say. I had a shield. Oh. Alright, I owe you a set of 100 already. What's up, Change? Whoever that is. Wow, there's only 3 of us here. Alright. We'll have to go and get a shield. I owe you a set of 100 though, real quick. Oh, man. Too kind. I'm telling you what. Very generous. All right. Yo, and bearded operator, if you're there, what up? All right. Last night on the podcast, totally ruined it. Everyone's like, how do you follow this dude? I had my shout. It's like, when is your next live? I was like, I'll be on at like 9 a.m. It is almost 1 o'clock. So let me get a set in here with this. For Woodland's heart mate, and then we have to go inside and get a shield. Thanks for the likes. I'm no shield. I'm fighting like a swashbuckler. That had to be at least 50. Let's get some left-handeds in here. We'll catch up on chat. But we gotta go get a shield. Whoop. Planeswalker! Alright. Yo, thanks for the likes. Man, I left a shield inside. We have to go and get a shield. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the live. Boy, it was last night an adventure. As some of you know, here's a shield. Alright, so let's go. We got 100 in. I don't know what time we're gonna go till at least 2:30. Yo, thanks for the likes. What's up there, Wyatt? Hey, Wyatt, thanks for likes. Hey, random person. Also, thanks for the like. Much appreciated. That helps us get out there and on the whatever page, the For You page, I think. Sometimes I question that because it's like I don't see the results. I don't understand sometimes how back in the day, you used to get like 30, like average 30 concurrent viewers. I don't think they put me on the front page like that. It's fine. We're all here. That's all that matters. Just a few of us. So, oh man, I appreciate it. Yo, too kind. I'm telling you what. Just wait till you're live next time. What were those? The hearts. That's pretty cool. Alright, so check this out. I have, for everybody out there, I have to buy a new whiteboard because yesterday I broke it. And you're too good to me, y'all. Christian! Sorry. Christian, what's up? I literally, my voice is cracking. I literally just woke up at like 11. Yo, how's it going, everybody? So, if you're new, we hit Bob the Dummy. Right? We keep track. Like, that's 10 that we've done so far. Here's the whiteboard. I have to buy a new one because I broke it yesterday. Sinister, what's up, Sinister? Yeah, it was on its way out. So, the orange doesn't seem to like 305,000. I totally missed last night's live. I told everybody I was going to be on at night, and I never made it home. Long story. Like, literally a long story. So, I was on that podcast, right? I was like, I'm going to go get some nachos. Well, a couple of my friends actually just happened to text me that they were out. There's this place, it's like an arcade bar, and it's open till like 10:30. So I stopped there to get I had a beer with them, whatever. So then, on my way home, I went to get some nachos, and when I say long story, literally, and I, like Woodland, it's no joke. I sat there, I met somebody, was getting my nachos, and I went to her place, man, and I listened to, she talked for a nonstop, like, run-on sentence for hours and hours. I just sort of stood there. Luckily, she had a couple cats, and we're just standing in her kitchen, and I'm, like, petting these cats, like, just listening for hours, man. And to the point where it was, like, it was after 5 in the morning. I just know it, I even take out my phone. I even checked TikTok. I was like, I even get to see who liked my videos in the last couple hours. Nothing. It was just going on. The only thing I was like, or oh, or yeah. That's like the only 3 things I said for hours, man. And then it was a point, I was like, I'm gonna pass out, like, whether it's to my house or here. Yo, thanks for the hearts. I had so much trouble with that. It's the worst. I hate dating. Yo, oh my gosh, you're too kind. I'm telling you what. Hearts for you. Everybody's tuned in. We're at 110. See, I didn't forget that we did 10. I did 100 for Woodlands Heart Me. Yo, Song Strong, if you're there. Yo, with the repost. Thank you. We're going to make it, everybody. One day, we're going to make Song Strong. Ugh. Just so y'all know, I'm having trouble with the data. It doesn't upload till 2 days later. So to make the highlight videos, to be able to credit everybody for the gifts, like Song Strong, you know how we do that? I have to wait 2 days before I upload the highlight. The data analytics on TikTok right now is horrible. It doesn't automatically just show up anymore. So, yeah. But like I said, nobody ever watches the highlight videos anyway. But if they do, they'll see that we're all here on day 110. And because a lot of you've been here when I complain about dating, and I was just I stayed at this girl's house, man. She was on this I think this manic episode, just talking and talking, and I actually passed out while she was still talking. It was crazy, man. Hours. I'm talking about like 3 hour, 4 hour sentence. To attack the lower parts as well. You're right. So here's the thing though. Hear that noise? It's all plastic. When I do have my real fights though, Creeper, what's up? Yo, Red Creeper, how's it going? I still gotta upgrade your status, Creeper, on here. I forgot about that. So so if you watch my actual fight videos, I do hit people in the legs, but I can't do it so much on this dummy. I need to get if I had a pad. Who had commented that? So if I did have a pad to put down, they do make pads that you put on the bob. Then I could definitely attack the legs in. I may move the camera already just so I can read chat. I really didn't want to go out in the sun. Man, I'm not feeling it. I just woke up. It's hot out here again. Ugh. The good thing is, man, she was just going on, and it was air conditioned. The temperature in her apartment was great. Yo, later on, hey, I'll catch up with you later. I got a couple brands in mind. I just have to find if they still make them in the website. Always good to see ya. Yo, we're getting close to 1/3 of a million, everybody. That'd be 333,333 hits. We're almost there. After this set, I'm going to move the camera a little closer. Just so, you know, for chat, I can read it without having to take a break and walk over there. Alright. Let's see how this looks over here. How's it going, everybody? Hope you're having a good day out there in TV land. I really gotta hydrate too. Yo! What's up, Steve McDonald? We're on 200, just so we know. Going for, let's see, it's 1 o'clock. Maybe we'll go to like 3. If my daughter texts me any earlier than that, I may have to go pick her up sooner. I'm not expecting to have to get off. I'm not expecting to have to leave my house till 3:30. Oh, Tin Man! Guess what? We're almost at 400 that we need to write down. That's 400 right there. Man, whew. Wearing my shoulder out. This is like extended set. Hey, I don't know if anybody plays this, but I heard that Dying Light, there's a remake of it. I used to be really good at that game, and I used to play it for the PvP only. People used to hate that. They say it's not a PvP game. But it was really great PvP. The old Dying Light, the first version. Yo, Sarah, did you like the live? It said something happened. Yo, so how's it going? It's a remake, I believe, though, that they just came out with. I would check it out, but you know, I don't feel like playing. I don't usually check out remakes. Played a lot of Dying Light though back in the day, but it just keeps showing up on my feed, and I don't know why. Never talked about it. You know how things will show up. Oh, Boxer Daddy, hey. What's up? What's up, man? How's it going today? Thanks for the like. Thanks for the like. $20 more hits, so we're going to be at 500 to write down. Catch up with chat right now. Let me just write this down before I forget. Wow, that was like a set of 500. Well, it was a set of 400. I had done the 100 for Woodland Realms Heartmate. Oh, man. That actually wore my shoulder out a little bit. I kind of slept wrong on it, too. I literally just got up at like 11. Keeping count, yep. So when I'm not chatting, it's a little bit easier to remember. I need to get a new whiteboard, everybody, but this is the whiteboard we use to keep track. Yo! Yep. So, while chat wasn't really, while there really wasn't a conversation, it's easier for me to keep track. 1, 2, 3, 4. But when we start chatting, yeah, it's time to write down. Because now, you know what happens a lot of times? I start talking, and someone will say something like, oh, and I end up talking for like 2 or 3 minutes. We have a big conversation about something, and I totally forget. Colin, what's up? Then I totally forget what number we're on. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I forgot. So 500. So where we're at so far today. I need to get a new whiteboard, obviously. So yesterday's live stream, yo, it was great, man. It's a small one. So, oh, and Andy, thanks for mentioning that, or about keeping count, because people ask all the time. I know sometimes I'm in the middle of something, like people just tune in, they don't probably ever figure it out. And Colin, thanks for answering that question in chat before I did. So yeah, I mean, Ren Fair was great. It could have been a little bit better if I spent more time with my daughter at it, because it was the last day, the last weekend, you know. I was like, I'm off Saturday if you want to go. She's like, yeah. So I'm like, cool, we're going to hang out for the Ren Fair for like 4 or 5 hours. Well, as soon as we get there, like, no joke, as soon as we get there, we walk in, and two of her friends from school are there. And, you know, she's in high school now. It's important that, you know, she hangs out with her friends. I was like, you just want to run off with them for a while? She's like, yeah. So I was like, all right. So I was like, well, have a good time. So anyway, so then I live streamed it. I was like, what the heck? I'm by myself, not the Ren Fair. Oh, you know what, Andy? You're probably right. However, I've been patching them up. So check this out. You know, oh yeah, good question. It was too small. I didn't wear the top half because it stunk. I'm gonna wash it on one of these lives coming up. I have hopefully tomorrow I can put some armor on to get some hits on here. And if I do, then after I sweat in it tomorrow, I'm gonna wash it. Yeah. Great question, because you're absolutely correct. I did not wear the top half. So if you check out, so he's actually holding up. See that yellow there, right below his chin? So I there's duct tape on here, and he's waiting on a new outfit. I ordered a new outfit. See how he has all this duct tape? I've really reinforced him. Thanks for the follow, Jordan, and for the like. So he's a little beefed up these days, which is great. Because man, he just might last till 1 million hits. But on a millionth hit, just so everybody knows, the episode where we do the 1 millionth hit, it's gonna be with sharp swords. So I'm gonna have to get a new one. He's very beat up. Like there's no denying it, no joke about it. His ear is actually coming off now I'm looking at it. Man. Man. In all, though, I bet you he's got to be around 1 million hits. I've had to hit 1 million times with a sword in my life. Especially now we're like 300,000. You know what? A lot of times I don't aim at the head. It depends. So heads are great for, like, people love to see people get in the head. The head is one of the worst spots to hit somebody for a couple reasons, though, because it's a good spot to hit somebody, don't get me wrong. If you're coming like with a shield punch to the face, you know, a two-handed axe to the head, but generally, I would bet $1 million that people are gonna go down more from getting hit down here, like in the ribs or things in the head, because we have so much padding in those helmets. And those helmets are heavy steel, metal. So a lot of the velocity or momentum or whatever of these swords and axes and things are absorbed by just the weight of the helmet. Plus, if it's on correctly, the force of it will also just go down through your body. And the best times to hit someone is probably like when they don't see it coming, like in the back of the head. There's I think on average you could probably hit someone in the ribs and get a better result than the head. Now, if you're hitting in the head, the point is just like in a boxing match. If you hit someone in the right spot, you know you can knock them. You can lights out that person, you know. but it's harder than you'd think sometimes. It's a great spot to hit somebody though, like for the crowd. And I'm not saying it's pointless. You know, nobody likes getting punched in the head, like with a shield like this, right in the face. And I'm telling you, I've taken so many sword hits to the head, like you don't even notice half the time. One of the best spots to hit somebody, like this area usually has less armor coming down. It's better to hit someone straight down this way. And here's another thing: helmets are usually they're curved, so those blows kind of glance off. You know, you really have to have a super dead on hit to get all that force to go out of your weapon into the helmet. And a lot of times it'll skip off because the helmet's curved. Oh, Chris, if you're there, what's up? All right, we're 80. 90. Whew. I'm kind of not feeling it today, but we're getting some hits in. Long night, everybody. Well, too weird to explain. There's so there's generally, and thanks for the likes, Colin. There's generally not tower shields in this. A lot of times, you know, you're gonna have the gear all kind of has to match the region, and so tower shields generally are not gonna match what a lot of the armor that they let us use matches. There's actually like this rule, like everything has to be kind of with like they changed it to 30, but it used to be like a 50-year. It also had to be, besides just everything matching your armor and sword shapes and axe designs have to all match the region. There's also like a 50-year clause where it also had to be within like 50 years. Like you couldn't have a Western European armor with a helmet from like the 16th century on a 15th century set of armor. You couldn't use, you know, stuff like that. So besides just being in the same region, it all has to match within the years. And tower shields, from what I believe, just don't fit in the oh, the shirt. Yeah, tower shields just don't seem to jive. You can have all different kind of shields though, but I couldn't tell you if there's a rule against tower shields either. This is so Boo Hurts the sport, and I got this with my Boo Hurt Tech order. If you look up the website on the back here, like that is one of the more popular armor makers for Boo Hurt. And whenever you order enough stuff, they'll give you a t-shirt sometimes. Yeah, I don't know, like if tower shields is that like a different region altogether, like where people weren't really armored, so they had tower shields? I don't know. It's actually a good question. I should actually look that up. Yo, what's up, Rand? Thank you. 6. And how's it going today? Where we are hitting our friend here, we're on 130 times. 1 million times in a year. I ended up being awake till almost 6 in the morning, or maybe even past 6 in the morning, and I just woke up at like 11 o'clock. I'm getting such a late start to the day. No joke. I was just crazy. Oh. It was a good night. It was just a crazy night. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The foam sword stuff's great. I know that too. This is a while back, but 2 of the best fighters we had for duels came from foam fighting. Oh, this shield is so light. Here. This is titanium. I couldn't tell the exact weight. I kind of forget. And this is my practice sword. So here, check this out, 6. I have issues on this app where this app will, if I upload a video with my steel swords, half the time I have to re-edit it or add a disclaimer because it's like it sees a steel sword, and even though it's not sharp, just automatically, I get it gets flagged. I'm kind of over it, so I've just been using like plastic swords for a while. The other thing, I actually kind of busted my tournament saber hitting this dummy. It's kind of a bad design. Like my tournament saber for using for sword and buckler duels, it's riveted like in 2 spots and actually snapped the bottom rivet just from overuse, which is kind of crazy. So I just I stick with the plastic. When I do longsword, like tomorrow, I'm going to try and get an armor and do some longsword tomorrow. I'll use my steel longsword for that. Yeah, I know, right? But they put so much stuff on this app. And if I upload my fight footage. The last 2 tournaments I had so many issues with my fight footage. The last one, I think it was the last one, took me five times before I could get it to pass. I had to keep going back and editing out footage. Anyway, I finally got to work. That's crazy, the stuff on this app. But you can't upload a sword fight, a fake sword fight, Foam fighting is great. Two of the best guys on our team came from foam fighting. The one was really good. And foam fighting is a lot of fun. Any kind of sword fighting stuff's fun, if you ask me. And it's all relevant, Foam, steel. I mean, you're out there doing sword fighting. To me, it's all the same. Some people be like, "Oh, big difference." Like, but whenever you're buying, so here's the toughest part, like what we're about to talk about, is getting the gear, and it can be expensive. I'm thinking these days you can easily spend probably $2,500 to get started. Tin Man Knight, who's here earlier, is already $4,000 into it. However, like when it comes to like what you asked about maintenance, right? Yeah, the startup price is ridiculous. Some good things are a lot of teams will have extra sets of armor. Like we have extra sets of armor in Pittsburgh, so people can like wear it and practice in it, fight in it. Like we put people in my old set of armor all the time to fight, like in tournaments and stuff. But so as someone's saving up, like a decent team sometimes, and teams are different. Some will be like they have a monthly fee, like you got to pay this, and you get access to loaner armor and training. Like we don't have a fee. You can just come out and do it. You know what I mean? But just because we have the armor, so that's one lucky thing. Not every team would be set up that way. I've watched Highlander. There can only be one, right? It's been a long time. So, Ghost Reaper, yo, what's up, Reaper? And is it Visor or Visor? Yeah, hey, we're in Pittsburgh area. So, the startup cost, ridiculous. Getting a hold of armor, which I've been complaining about and trying to do some things about, where you're like, okay, hey, I want to fight with this type of armor, and then you have to make sure it all passes the authenticity, because it has to be recreated from like artwork or manuscripts or something, right? I don't know. If you hear people yelling, something's going on over there at the neighbors. I don't know what's going on there. That's why I keep looking over there sometimes. There's someone screaming. Just writing the set down while we're at it. Oh shoot! I already forget which one. I probably said Visor. The other dudes that practice. We practice in the yard, the neighbor's yard sometimes. And the neighborhood will come out and watch us fight. But the main things that'll break on your armor. Nikki, what's up? The leather straps. You can keep care of this stuff too. Like my original armor is 6 years old, and I've only had to replace one strap, one buckle, and one plate. Yo, Parker, what's up? Bro, I just got up at 11. Yo, Nikki, what's up? I had a quite an eventful odd night last night. I told everybody I had a podcast. I was on somebody's podcast. What the World TV had me on. I was on TikTok and the Purple site for his podcast. It was great. I went out. Long story. I just got home at like 11 a.m. No, it's like more like 11:30. It's ridiculous. A crazy night is all I'm going to say. Not a good crazy. I don't go out like that much, but boy, when I do, this stuff happens. So you got to figure, even things on these. Yeah, I think he has a gaming channel, but he also interviews stuff like So I was his third. He's a great interviewer. He's a great channel to watch. It's What the World TV, and he specializes more in like the games like War Thunder, right? Very entertaining. I actually watch his live streams a lot. Very entertaining. So he has a podcast where he's interviewing people like for different things. You know, it's What the World TV. It's not just gaming. Colin, our only thing for our team is Pittsburgh Armored Combat on Facebook. I post of my own fight footage, and my teammates post their own. We never really came together to get a TikTok or anything together. So he's a great interviewer. Like the last episode he did was he interviewed someone who's really deep into that game, Star Citizen. It was a great interview, you know. So I was honored to be on his podcast. We talked for like 2 hours. It was a 2-hour interview about the sport. And Colin, see this strap? Like this will break long before this shield does. Like see how things are riveted in here? Like eventually that's a piece of metal. I'm sorry the lighting kind of sucks, but so you're going like this enough times, eventually stuff's going to wear off, and you're going to have to drill this rivet out and put a new rivet in, and you're going to be stuck like with a little bit of maintenance on almost anything over the years. But if you learn how to fix, you just basically need to know how to do some riveting. It's very easy. You can drill it out. You pop the old rivet out. You can use a roofing nail, cut a roofing nail down, put that in there, and just you pound the other end so it doesn't come back out the hole. It's pretty easy once you do it once or twice. Another good thing to know is how to sew. Not even anything crazy, just to be able to sew to patch something up, or to sew an arming point onto your shirt, your undergarment that you put your armor on. And it helps to know how to maybe replace some chainmail links. Not even like knowing how to do chainmail, but to be able to replace a link or two when they come apart. Is that mango? Right, yeah. It's different, man. It's a different kind of sport. That's all I can say. You gotta be in such good shape. Like, I mean, you look like you're in decent shape, you know? Like, you can't just put armor on and never and just expect you're gonna do well. Like, unless you have to actually have a good bit of endurance. If you think about it, my steel armor with everything on, it's 115 pounds. Oops, sorry. And it's not just like having a 115-pound backpack on. It's 115 pounds spread out across your entire body. You know what I mean? So it's a little nicer than having a backpack with a 115-pound weight. Like, it's not a feeling like that. It's your whole body that's heavier. Oh! Yo, I'm taking a screenshot of that. I'm going to look it up. I would love to get some 3D printed chainmail just for, like for Ren Fair stuff. Oh. Dude, that's a crazy idea. I don't know much about 3D printing. Yeah, heck yeah. The worst thing is rust. I hate it. I gotta get the rust off my chainmail from my dueling kit already. I just got it all cleaned up. I went to an event. I fought at 2 events. It's completely rusted again. No matter that, I cleaned it off. It's so hard to get underneath because chain sits on top of other chains, and then the links, and then that'll rust under there because I didn't get the lubricant on it, and I can't stand it. Yeah, oh, heck yeah. Oh, that's cool. You can't even that it looks that real. Huh. if I could get titanium chainmail to go for my helmet, I'd be set. But that'd be hundreds of dollars. I wouldn't be surprised if it'd be like $400. That stuff is hard to work with, I hear. I don't know how to work with chainmail, like to actually like weld it, like some people do. But I guess the guy that actually I talked to that makes chainmail Aventails is saying that he welds them, I guess. I don't know. But titanium is great. You don't ever have to maintain titanium. If you got good titanium, there's never any rust. Like my duals kit I've had for 3 years, I've never cleaned it. The plate. It's crazy. It never rusts. Oh, okay. Huh. That's cool. Heck yeah. That'd be. And if you ever get into that stuff, there's a market. You know what there's a market out there for? And I'm not saying like, because there's already tons of people who make it. I'm not saying everyone's always looking for this stuff, but for the SCA, yo, Maximilian, what's up? Maximilian, your avatar never shows up in here, but I finally saw it, because you liked the video or something. I finally saw your avatar picture. It's really weird. I've never seen it before till today. It never shows up in here. I don't know why. The SCA for like if you can do metalwork and stuff, there's a huge market for stuff like dining wear and like SCA armor, like especially elbows and knees. And I'm not saying that it's guaranteed to be a moneymaker, but I just know that those are things that there's thousands of people that do the SCA. And there's already a lot of people who are established and make that kind of stuff for SCA, but those are some common things. And the SCA, you never go to an event without a plate and silverware and a cup, because it's all just implied you're gonna bring your own stuff. I learned the hard way with that. I went to an event with my daughter, and I was like, "There's gonna be food and music and dancing," and we showed up, and nobody had any. There weren't even any like plastic plates or cups. I was like, "Oh shoot." I was like, that's right. I was like, they expect you to bring your own medieval kind of looking silverware. So we went to Walmart and I bought a camping kit that is like a 4-person plates and silverware set up. So then after that, I bought a good set of diningware that a blacksmith made. That's 100 to write down while we're talking. Yo, number 1, is it Goju? Number 1, under the sun. What's up? Getting a really late start today. I should have been on here at 9 o'clock like I told everybody. It didn't work out. Did not work out. Oh, all right. So we're on 800. So the total, day 110, we're officially at 306,000. Which is nuts. Next week, I'm off. We're gonna have. I want to hit Bob 10,000 times in a day one of these days. Yo, good Maximilian. Hey, yeah. Don't feel obligated, man. Just have a good day. Feel obligated to have a good day. Don't feel obligated like you gotta be. If you make it back, man, we'll catch you later. Maybe Sunday will be the 10,000 hit day. We'll see. I want to run some numbers up this week while I'm off. Every day that I can get ahead by like 3,000 hits, an average for hitting Bob a million times in a year is a little bit under 3,000 times a day. So if I can get above that every time. So if I did 10,000 hits in a day, I'd basically be getting an extra 2 days off, like 2.5 days off that I could miss. The goal is to have a million hits in a year or less. As far as I know, no one's ever just documented something like this. I'm like certain of it. So basically what's going to happen is, oh, OG Toast, man. Guten Tag. I was talking about you the last couple days. I hope you're doing good, man. I was saying, like right now. Let me finish this set because you know what you'd say? You'd say, write it down. So there we go. We're going to write that down real quick. Because I'd start talking and I'd say, oh, What the World TV, if you're here, man, what's up? Oh, man, I thought you might say something like that. Well, I hope you're doing good, man. I hadn't seen you on for a while, so I figured maybe something might be going on. I hope you're doing well. What up, man? Whoa, man. We're over 306,000, everybody. What up, man? I feel bad. Like, I was like, hey, I'll be on at 9 a.m. If anybody would have happened to tune in. Well, I wasn't even home. Long story. How's it going? So, yeah, I'm going to definitely have to check out. Well, I'm glad today's going all right. Thanks for the like. Getting the Avengers. Yo, the Avengers are here. Yeah, because I'll go off, we'll start talking, and we'll go off on a tangent, and OG would be like, write it down, because I will forget. We'll get. I'm good. I'll be like, I gotta write down 300, and then 5 minutes later, I'm like, what did I do? Yo, what the world? Thanks for the like. Thanks for the interview last night, everybody. If you haven't already, give What the World TV a follow. Great live streamer, and I was on his podcast yesterday. I'll have to get a couple clips so I can cross promote your stuff. Oh no. Okay. Yeah. Let me know. And whatever. Don't worry. Whatever, man. You can tell me whatever. That sucks. If something was going down. I figured something might be up. I hadn't seen you around for a while. Even online, a lot of times it'll light up green and show that you're logged into TikTok or something. Oh. Yeah, I gotcha. But I probably couldn't even talk about my night last night on this live. It was crazy. I could, but I probably shouldn't. So, bro, I will tell you this, so I was on What the World TV's podcast last night. I went to celebrate. A couple of my friends were like, hey, there's this arcade. Thanks for the likes. There's this arcade bar. And I went. It was open till 10:30. I went, hung out for quick. It's just down the road. Hung out with them real quick. So on the way home, I was like, I'm gonna get some nachos. I went to the convenience store here where they make awesome nachos, and I was going into the back. Yeah, story time, man. It's crazy. I'll tell you as much as I can without So here we go. I get nachos. I saw this girl. You know me. I'm single still, so I'm looking around, right? It was like Sheets. Get go for the Emperor. Monkey, yo, Monkey, what's up? Oh, and Courtney. Hey, just in time for story time. All right, let's start over. We'll make it the abridged version up to where we left off. Everybody here should follow What the World TV. I was just on his podcast last night. I think we got done at 9:30. I was like, it was a great time, man. I was like, I'm gonna go celebrate. I was gonna get some nachos. Well, on my way, my friends were like, hey, yeah, I should have. I'm driving to Get Go, OG, not Sheets, but I'm on my way. Then a couple of my friends from high school texted me, like, hey, we're at this bar. It's an arcade. I was like, cool. I was like, well, I'll come out. I'm free, right now. But they're only open till 10:30. I go there, grab a drink with them, hang out for a minute. So on my way home, I go to get these nachos, and I'm staying there. So this girl's sitting there at the register. I walk in, it's where I was like looking for a second, oh, okay. Well, she goes back to the soda aisle, and she's sitting eating this bag of gummy worms. She's like, I think my sugar was low. She's like, sometimes it just needs. Or no, because first I was looking. Because I was looking at the Mountain Dew, and she's staying there too, and we're both staying there. And I was like, I don't even know which one of these has the real sugar in it anymore. And she's like, oh yeah, you gotta watch. She's like, a lot of them are fake. She's like, I hate aspartame. I was like, me too. And then she's like, I'm eating these gummy worms. I think my sugar's low. I was like, well, why? I was like, grab something. I was like, grab something. I'll buy you something. Yeah. The one, we're leveling up. We're going to put our points in this dexterity today. So we're standing there, and so I'm like, okay. I was like, well, get something. I'll get you one. I was like, if that's all you're getting. Because she's like, I already paid for these, the gummy worms she's eating. I was like, that's cool. Totally normal interaction. Normal functioning in society conversation, right? Like, keep this in mind. So I find a Mountain Dew, and I freaking bought the wrong kind. I wasn't paying attention, or they're all the same. All the Baja Blasts are the same color, and I bought the sugar-free. And so I totally messed it up. But anyway, so she grabbed a Coke and a Dr. Pepper, whatever. So I get to the register, and I was like, here. I was like, I'll get these for you. I was like, don't worry about it. Just, whatever. I never really do stuff like this, but I was like, because that's all she was getting. So then the guy's like, we don't have nachos. That's coming off the menu. We're out of nachos. I was like, oh, okay. So well, all right, fine. I was like, he's like, we can give you this other kind of chips. He's like, don't worry about it. So I was like, I'll just take the Mountain Dew. So I'm walking out, the girl's behind me. I was like, I was walking out, like holding the door, and then she just went back inside the get-go. So I was like, oh, I was like, all right, walk out to my car. So I get in the car, so I'm leaving, and she stops, So I'm talking to her. Remember, totally normal, because she lives like a block away. We must talk for like 5 minutes. And I was like, well, I don't know if you want to do something or something sometime, can I get your number? She's like, yeah, sure. So we get numbers. And I was like, she's like, what do you do now? I was like, nothing. I was like, I'm probably just going home. And she's like, do you want to talk? I was like, sure. So she gets to my car. We go just like 2 blocks away, and it starts in the car. And she starts talking. And she goes on from till 5 a.m. with this it's just a run-on sentence, man. It's like nonstop, and it's from one subject to the other. I think so. Everything was normal until we parked at her house, and I think she's like bipolar, and then and it gets worse. So she's talking. We finally. I was sitting in her car. I had to pee, and I was like, look, I couldn't even interrupt her. My only things I was saying was or yeah, or okay. Like, like, okay, like, or wow, once in a while, like, bro, it is just nonstop. And I was sitting there for like hours, and to the point where I was just exhausted, and I had to pee. I was like, I really got to pee. I was like, and she's like, you can come up and use my bathroom. I was like, all right. I was like, we get inside, talking the whole way up the steps, getting inside. She takes this paper bag that she had to mount the Dr. Pepper and his Coke in, throws it on the ground, and 4 cats come out of nowhere and just pounce on this bag, and they're shredding it. Like, and the cats are like fighting over this paper bag. I'm like, this is insane. And she's just like going on and on and on, petting these cats. And she just makes direct eye contact the whole time. So I'm staring at her like this the whole time, like, wow, yeah, okay, all this stuff for hours. And then I remember it was after 5 a.m, and we were still standing up in her kitchen. And I was like, man, I was like, trying not to hide it, and I was just so ready to get out of there. I was like, I'm gonna pass out. Another way, subliminal way. I was like, I need to go to bed. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna drive home and pass out or here, but it's gonna happen like very soon. I have to get to bed. And she's like, well, you could stay if you want. So I'm like, all right. So talking through the house while she's getting all this stuff, I'm just like, I don't even know where the fuck the bedroom's at. And I'm just like, come on, man. And I was just like, I had a headache. I'll catch up on chat in a second. And then we get, then I don't know why she gets this rug out. Like, she's on this total manic episode. She gets this rug out that she's cleaning. She rolls it out. And then she's doing stuff like rearranging stuff in the bathroom. I'm just like thinking, and I'm just like, and so I said again, I gotta pass out. I'm gonna pass out. I was like, I've been awake all day. And then to just focus her, like, okay. And she's just messing with shit and reorganizing stuff. Then we get in the room. So I go in the bedroom. I'm in there, man. And so here's where it gets crazy. So I'm laying in bed, and she's talking the whole time. So she's putting this like lingerie stuff on, and she starts talking about how she's making this vegetarian sausage. and how she think it was poisoned. And then she starts going on about how she thinks people are coming into her house and poisoning her. And there's people that come into her house and take the insides out of her pens. And then she'll look, and then they're back. I'm like, bro, I was like, this is insane. And she was just going on and on. Like I don't even remember what happened. Like she was changing into this like lingerie stuff. I was so tired, and I just like while she's talking, I passed out. I woke up at like 5 a.m, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, hey, because she's laying on my arm. I move my arm, she like pops up, just starts walking around, talking about going on about something. I was like, bro, I gotta get out of here. I was like, I gotta get on the live. It's insane. Fuck. Like, I'm so crazy. Yeah. The thing, like, what the world, you probably know, the people, when they start talking about, like, getting poisoned and stuff, that's schizo stuff. Like, she's probably diagnosed. She actually forgot a pill bottle that we had to go out in my car because she couldn't find it this morning. She's looking all over the place. I don't know what was in it. But it's insane. Yo! Sorry about the long story, but that's how my night went. Because I was on your podcast, man. Yeah, time to go. I was trying to get out. Ugh, bro, she was like so, to me, like, I mean, not that it's everything in the world, but I mean, she, like a 10, but like, oof, like, it's not good. I told everybody on the podcast last night, it's like, I'll be on at 9 a.m. I was like passed out. She was just going on. When you're talking about like being people coming to your house, no, not blaming you. I'm saying I let everybody down. I was like, I'll be on at 9 a.m. Crazy stuff. Talking to me. I was just watching. She's putting on this like lingerie, because I heard like these little belt, like little things, like jingling around. I looked and she's like clipping on these things. I was like, well, shit. But she's going and she starts saying, I made this vegetarian sausage and I got so sick. I felt like my eyes were rolling back in the back of my head, like somebody's poisoning me. She's like, it's not this vegetarian stuff. Someone's been coming to my house and like they're poisoning me. Like she's talking about how the water has poison and people are coming to her house and rearranging her stuff. She's like, I put my phone down. I went to get a shower. I come out, the phone's gone. She's like, I had all my shoes. I was getting my shoes together and all the one shoe out of each pair is missing. And then I come back and they're all back and someone's come to my house and they're poisoning me. I was like, bro, it's getting crazier. I should have just left, but I passed out. I was so tired. The cats, she threw this paper bag on the ground. I saw one cat when we walk in the kitchen, and she gets the Dr. Pepper and Coke out of this brown paper bag from the convenience store, and she sets it down, and these cats just come out, and they pounce on it and just shred it. Like, why? She's like, they love paper bags. I was like, this is crazy. 4 of them. Right? And this is no joke. Like, I'm telling you, like, that's the new story. What the world? Note to self. Yeah, it's right. But I'm telling you, at the gas station, she was totally normal. She's like, I think my blood sugar's low. I was like, I don't know which one's the real sugar anymore. Like, all these labels look the same. I bought the wrong stupid one, so I left it. I only drank a little bit of it. I hate dating. Yeah. Another crazy story. Yo, OG Toast, man, we gotta talk. I'm gonna have plenty of time, man. I got a lot of time off, Toast, to talk and stuff. Yeah. Oh, wouldn't it, Colin? Bro, I would have freaked her out. She's convinced, and she even showed me actually while she's talking about stuff about a pen. Where she unscrewed it, and she's like, see, like, it's gone. This is my favorite pen. Like, someone came in here and took the inside out. I'm like, who would come in here and take the inside of your pen? Does someone have a key to your house? She's like, no. So I'm like, who would do that? Like, why? I would do that. It'd be a funny joke, but no one is coming in while she's in the shower and moving her phone. And then she would say, and she'd think about it, and it would appear again. Like, that's insane. Talking about as a nurse. People who have that schizo stuff are paranoid and think they're being poisoned. They won't take their medicine because it's being poisoned. I don't know what pill bottle she left in my car, but it was huge. We had to go back down to my car to get it. before I left. Thankfully we did, because I don't want to have to take it back. Crazy stuff. Yo, man, Steve, it's just nuts. I hate dating. I just want to be married. She was like on a bowl. Yeah, it does. But I think she was just bipolar, because she looks normal. Do you know what I mean? Unless she just started it. But she has from nursing, I think she's bipolar with I don't want to keep saying that the skiz thing, because it actually is a thing that this app will like flag you for. It is like a method story. I think she's just natural. I think she's on a manic episode. Yeah, I mean, she was like to me like perfect. I was just watching her put this lingerie on like every dude's dream, to go to bed with this dude, just to sleep. I wasn't expecting nothing. For her to be talking about getting poisoned by this vegetarian sausage is when she started talking about it. And I was just thinking, like, what am I doing? But I was like, fuck. I was like, I'm here. I was like, I'm just listening to her. It took her a half hour to get it on, because she's talking, walking around doing stuff with like trying to put this. I don't even know why she's putting it on. Like, just go to bed. It's like tired. It's like, I'm gonna pass out, and I did. Don't remember nothing. I woke up at like five something morning. She like pops up, because I moved my arm out from under. She pops up, starts going on about something. I was like, oh my god. Then I passed out again. I woke up at like 11:15. I was like, what's going on? I was like, I gotta get out of here. Moved to Kansas. A couple more. Yeah, I should. Only in the bird. Yep, it's crazy. The thing was this, it was so hilarious though with the cats. The cats are really cool. I was petting the cats while she's talking to me, and she looks right at you, doesn't blink. And she's like, "Ba-da-da-da-da." And I would just look right back at her. Like, I can keep eye contact, you know? And then this morning, when I was leaving, she's like, next time we go out, we got to talk about you. I was like, we should. I was like, we'll find something to do. I'm just like thinking, cats do love bags. They just all jumped out and started shredding it. Like it's almost like they were just waiting for it for, like, you know. Yeah, finally someone who does bow hurt. But we're talking about weird, my horrible stories with dating. I know, but that's the first I did. I almost always meet them on apps. Yo, there's the Jimmy pics. There is no next time, Lady Right. She was really hot, so I like debated it, but I don't know. We're not. When she starts talking about poisoned sausage, then you know it's deeper than that. Manic episode, you know, people come down from them, and it can be managed. But and this morning she said something about a voice. You know, when I woke up, I couldn't help it. I was like rubbing her back because she was sitting in front of me, and she's like, man, she's gone on about something, and she's like, man, you know, there's no voices. She's like, except the one, but it's recorded, but nothing other than that. And I was like, thinking, what is she talking about? She's like, I recorded it. I was like, what voice? She's like, the voice in here. I was like, yeah. Yeah, right. She lives nearby. So I'm going to run into her again. Yeah, the voice, right? What is up with that? What is up, man? What's up, woman? Yo, thanks for the go. Jay, I'm sorry. I've been like going on. See, when OG Toast says write it down, that's why I wrote the number down, because I just went off on some wild adventure story. Yeah. Yo, she was but like you're saying, I did try a different way. I almost meet everybody on these apps, and this time I decided to real life, like approach someone in the store, and it was totally normal. Even when she was staying outside talking to me for 5 minutes before, I'm surprised she even got in my car. But I was like, you know, as soon as she got in, it snapped, and it was just like, wow, that's when the story started. I had to interrupt her, like just to go, like, I gotta pee. I was like, I don't. And she's like, come on up. Okay. The whole time. Thanks about the shirt, Jay. So it is. I was doing it a different way. I was trying to meet someone in person. I was like, what a perfect time. And we're both here in the convenience store. Yo, Courtney. So yeah, if you ever come by here once in a while, we go on. I definitely have story time once in a while. That's the new one. We got the treasure hunt. What the world? Do you want it? I never told you the treasure hunt story. The treasure map story. I was saving it for when you're here one day. If you're gonna be here for a second, let me know. I'll do the treasure map story. Oh man, dude, she's so nice though, you know. So I feel bad because she's a very nice person. She's just from talking with her, super nice person. But oh man, Alina, what up? I remember Alina when we talked because I had thought that I definitely remember you now. That I remember because I thought there was another Alina here from when we were talking about Pennsylvania. Yeah. Oh my God, can you imagine? All right. So here's the treasure map story. Let's take a break. That was I'm not going to count those hits. All right, we'll shorten this story, the treasure map story, because we were talking about stuff. So back in the day, I'm 46. Back when we had yes, story time. 26. Yeah, OG Toast. The OG Toast deserves that goat. Jay Throws, thank you for the goat. I forgot to mention, I saw it. For OG Toast. 26. All right. That we hit the dummy. So this is back, I'm 46. Back before we had cell phones. When we had, I don't think I had a cell phone yet. And I worked at Fridays, the restaurant, right? So there was this hostess that worked there that I was really attracted to, and we'd talk. And there was a waiter there, who I didn't really know him. Did he work there? He did, yeah, because we all worked together. I forget, it's been a while, but anyway, not really super important. So she was a hostess, right? Yeah, OG Toast is on point with the numbers, and back in my time, if you had this is like before, like nobody really had MapQuest or anything either, you know, like. So I was like 20, something like that, working at Fridays as a server, as a waiter. And so this hostess, man, she, yo, bro, you would be a great marshal or scorekeeper, and we need them. So this girl, she's this hostess, and we're talking, and we're gonna like meet up. But she wanted to come over. I lived with my mom, so I had to be like 20 or 21 because I moved back with my mom. Yeah, I had to be 20. I think I could drink. So anyway, not important. So I'm like, back in the day, I'm like, well, I'm trying to explain to her how to get to my mom's house. It's complicated. So I was like, all right. I was like, check this out. So I get a napkin at Fridays, and I take a pen, and I draw a super detailed map like you are here at Fridays. And I draw the streets, and I put like landmarks, and I label them, and street names, and all this stuff with this big map that you have to open up this napkin to get to my mom's house, right? And this is back when we had a landline. There's no cell phones. So if a girl calls you, your mom's going to answer the phone. Yo, what the world with the heart thingy. So if a girl calls you, your mom's probably going to answer the phone and be like, the phone's for you, you know. So because I'm expecting, I was like, when it was a Tuesday or something, I was like, just come out. Like she wanted to come over. I was like, come on over. So it's Tuesday. I'm sitting outside, like on the porch. I don't know. She never called. Then here comes this car, unfamiliar car. So I'm like, oh, it's probably her. Pulls up, pulls in the driveway. It's this woman and this guy. So I'm like, well, and they park, shut the car off. The dude gets out of the car, and he's on crutches. It was the waiter that I didn't like from work, and he comes over and gets in my face on crutches while his mom is waiting there inside the car, and he's like, what's this? With this freaking napkin, I drew this treasure map, how to get to my mom's house. And I'm like, the girl's name is Sarah. I was like, well, he's like, that's my girlfriend. I was like, oh, well, I was like, man, I didn't know. And I was like, she was supposed to be coming over here, like not you. And he was going to fight me on crutches. It's not as entertaining. Oh, I owe you 100 reps right away. Probably not as entertaining as my story from last night, but I thought that's funny how this dude went through her stuff. What's up, Nikki? Found the treasure map that I drew for how this girl could get to my mom's house. And here this dude shows up on crutches. I didn't fight him. I was just telling him, I was like, I didn't know you guys were going out. Like, honestly, it's like, I don't care that much about it. Not as funny as the one from last night. Last night was just insane. I woke up, I had a headache, man. I never get headaches, but I had a headache from listening to that, like, 5-hour run-on sentence. Oh, there's another one. All right. We got set 200 to do. Then I'm going to catch up on chat. Oh, man, Nikki, I was out last night. Basic rundown story is I met someone who seemed normal, and I got back to her place, and she was like totally on a manic bipolar episode with a good touch of schizophrenia. I mean, she was hearing voices this morning when we woke up. Yeah, talking about poison sausage and stuff, crazy stuff. And it was when I met her in person. I didn't use an app. Like I said, I just want to be married. I just want to be married and have a happy family. I don't want to have to be going through the poison sausage and treasure map crap. We got 200 to do for Nikki and OG. And then we'll catch up on chat. We got an hour to go. That's 100, right? Thanks for the likes. I think this girl slept on my arm wrong or something too, because it's like, I think she hyperextended my shoulder, because I woke up and my shoulder was kind of hurting, because I was like laying like this. Anyways. Thanks for the likes. Should be 90. Oh, 100. And now Jay, perfect timing. We got another 100 for Jay. This is going to put us at 300. Yo, the savior. Making me do work. Yo, oh man. Too kind, I appreciate. Thank you for the good afternoon. I hope everybody's having a good afternoon. Jay, hats off, man. Much appreciated. Where are we at? 210? Thanks for that like button. Good afternoon to you too. Almost there. $25 to go. There we go. And how about one extra one? That's 301. And as OG would say, is write it down. Because we're gonna forget. Super dumb, crazy night last night. Must say, I have quite a lot of adventures in my life. 301. I just don't understand, you seem like a totally normal person. Bad luck. The dude's mom was in the car and he was on crutches and he was gonna fight me, but I talked him down. He's kind of a big dude too, and the reason I even remembered because he was hitting on the bartender that I know up at Buffalo Wild Wings. It was so weird because I walked in. I don't sit in a certain spot. Like every couple Sundays, I go up there and I sit down and I look and it's that dude. Like he doesn't know it's me. And as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh. And he's going, and he traps this bar. He's sitting right in front of the register. So anytime she has to put in an order, clear out a check, she has to come. And he's talking to her like, yeah, it's a great book, you know. It'll teach all about finances. You think you know about investing right now, but someone your age needs to be putting money. And I'm just like thinking, and this girl just going, uh-huh. And like looking around, and he's just like, blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh my God, this dude is treasure map guy. He can walk now, no more crutches. Sorry. Yeah, sorry I missed all the chat. If you're still there, hope you're still there. Yeah, you know, I drew a great map. Yo, Wooba, what's up? What's up? Wooba. Might be a pensick. Wooba, if you're there, I'm taking a screenshot in case I missed you. I was going on for a while talking, so we can talk about it later. Wooba, if you're there. That's awesome. Oh, man, at work. Nikki probably also went back to work. Thanks. And Colin's probably gone. That's the thing. I start talking. Yeah. I'm not dancing Dane right now. Ooh, can you imagine? I'm actually, maybe that's a good thought. Maybe I shouldn't have stayed over there last night. She could have done whatever to me. Crazy. Oh, yeah, right. Jay, we got to. OG Toast, man. Y'all are too good to me. I appreciate it. We're just hitting our friend Bob. I appreciate everybody. You know, back in the day, I used to do more sets. Dave the Sword Guy is the one person I left grandfathered into the old gifter rule. Yo, an OG Toast. That's cool, man. It said level 10. Yeah. Bro, I could have been... I was a Jack Sparrow of treasure maps. I drew is such a good map. Oh, OG. Man. Yo, thank you. And thanks for all the time we've just spent here. It's crazy if you think about it. Crazy, man. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Hey, the drive is the worst part. Once you're here, you can park. The expenses. Once you're here, you can park for 2 weeks. It's raining again. Oh, Misfit, what's up? What's good, man? What's Toasty? Sorry, I'm just catching up with the chat. I was doing a set of 301, everybody. We're at... Thanks for the like, Alina. I'm glad... And Misfit, I'm glad you're all still here, because I was talking about something and I totally neglected chat for a minute. Plus, we had the 3 heart me's to do. We're at 8. We're 1,227. Just so you know, Sunday. Oh, good, man. Oh, cool. Yeah, a lot of times when I try not to miss something in chat, but I know a lot of people can't just hang out for 2 minutes to wait for me to shut up and start scrolling to answer chat again. I don't like to miss things in chat, though, so I get a little sidetracked. So we're gonna hit Sunday. Just so we know, Sunday we're probably gonna go for, or maybe Monday. Monday we'll probably go for a 10,000 hits on Bob. I just like to do it and see how long it takes. It could take 6 hours. It's Saturday here already. Oh. Yeah, right. Oh. One of the best parties, though. If you can ever go to a two Chucks party, go. At Pensick. Oh, Enchanted Leather. Oh, yo. Hey, I'm just going to tell you right now. Because when she comes by, Enchanted, if you look at Rose, Enchanted Leather, very cool stuff, man. If you go to the Ren fairs... Like I said last time when she's here, and I'm just shouting out on my own free will. I just think they're really cool. You can get a van brace. That's a wallet. You can open up. You can keep your cards, some cash in there. Totally awesome idea. Just so you know, Rose and Shan Leather there. Yep, and it's totally my own free will. No affiliation or whatever. I just think when something's cool, like I like to shout out. And It's still Ren Fair season, so don't miss out. And I never have pockets either, you know? Yeah, it's a van brace wallet. Never seen anything like it. It's crazy. Plus, there's other cool stuff with the little, I don't even, The other leather works. But yeah, a wearable wallet. I almost think, I wonder if I should get one of those to because I never have pockets for just Boo Herd events. Maybe I should. Yeah, but hey, you know, when do you have pockets when you're fighting in armor? What's up, Joe? Yeah, it's a very, I think, I will let you know. I have not seen that, OG Toast. That should be about 50 while we're talking. Boy, I'm having a lot of trouble with the analytics from the TikTok analytics, live analytics. Just so everybody knows, when I do make the highlight videos with the credits and stuff, like, it's not showing up for the gifts. So it does after about 2 days. So the highlight video for this, I'm not going to upload for another 2 or 3 days. Because it won't, I don't know why. It used to be instant. Now it doesn't show up. That should be 100. No, I don't remember. I don't think I've seen that. Unless I have just real bad memory. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, right. I need a crest of some sort. This is a buckler is what they call it. Yo, yeah. Crick. Yes, we're getting there. It's sword and buckler day. It's too hot for me to get to sing out in the sun. See how bright it is up there? I was just not trying to. Tomorrow, though, should be an armored longsword, no matter what the weather is. And yep, we're getting there. It's day 110. We're on 305,000. We're actually a little bit behind where I'd like to be, but we'll get it. I'm in Pittsburgh, PA, Pennsylvania. The team I fight with is Pittsburgh Armored Combat. Oh, man. Oh. Vibes. Oh. Too kind, man. Like I was saying before. Much appreciated. Thanks for coming by, actually, just in general. Do you know what I mean? So we have right here. This is our kind of see him a little better like this. There you go. So he's made out of rubber. I don't always, but probably literally 99.6% of the time, that's what we've hit. There's been a couple episodes where I was hitting something else. Yo, see, there's the Bob. OG Toast with the stickers. That's what we're hitting 1,000,000 times. I am going to actually, so the TikTok money this week is getting spent on, yep. I need a new whiteboard. I broke this yesterday, during the live stream yesterday, and I figured I am going to get double sticks. Because while this is perfectly cool, double stick days, man, and Vibes, welcome back, and thanks for the likes, by the way, for smashing that like button. Boy, we had an eventful night last night. We got on late today because of that. But, while this is not bad, dual wielding swords is I get so many more hits in. It's just crazy. Oh, I'm trying to wear it, man. Oh, Ryan, what's up, man? Oh, all right. Here's the rule for Ryan. We're doing 100 hits right now. Thanks for the go popular too. The heart meat, I owe you 100 hits. It makes me stop talking for a moment. Thanks for the likes. looking at the contrast. So it's just a bad spot. I'm gonna move the camera, try and get it so that the picture quality looks a little better. And I believe that was 100 while we were talking. That was kind of an estimate. I'm pretty sure it was 100. Let me unplug that. All right, we got enough battery. Let me see if this just looks better over here. That's a little better, maybe. It's like there's so much light behind me. Oh, and the phone. So it looks like it makes everything's bright, so it makes me look worse. They actually have. You're right. That was 100. Actually, well, it was 200 because I had stopped. I had 100 while we were chatting, so there's 100 more. Write it down. You're right. Super late start today, everybody. We got another 45 minutes. I don't think we're going to have a live stream tonight because I got to pick my daughter up here in a little bit. All right, let me see what I missed. What I missed in chat. Ryan, just so everyone knows, Ryan, very wise words. If you check out Ryan Foreman, his channel. I'm someone who likes to listen to people talk. Maybe you are too, since it's just me talking half the time. If you like stuff like that, check out Ryan. Sir Bob, we're at it again. Let's see, what did I miss? Oh, geez, Rose. Oh, God, did you see? Oh, you're still here. I was gonna say, gosh, you probably left. Thanks for the crown. Very generous, everybody. Y'all are here. No one is gonna care. 99.9995632% of the world is not gonna care that we hit this a million times. Ryan, thanks for the donut. We're gonna burn those calories off here in a moment. But you know what I mean? Like, most people aren't gonna care, but y'all were here. At least for some of this stuff. Double stick is great. Lots of strikes. Yes. Boohurt. Yes, K for Boohurt. I've had since we've been doing this, 4 Boohurt tournaments I've done since we've been doing this live stream. I don't know, that would be a great combo, though. Maybe OG, I should just break out the SCA stuff a couple times. I don't have to I should do something I'm just hitting Bob with. It's been days of buckler. Buckler and sword. What are we doing? We're hitting Bob with buckler and sword again. I should break out. We should have spear day. We're going to do that. We're going to branch out. This week I got other things we got to use. Oh, thanks about the picture. Sometimes it just seems like everything behind me is so lit up that it makes me look darker. Please write down. All right, Crick, I'm going to take it even better. Because I can't write it down as well. I'm going to take a screenshot. Oh, sorry for bumping the camera. Crick, I wrote down the author's name. There's and I don't know if you're talking about machines to keep track. Yo, Maximilian is back. What's up? Yo, I should. I have one of those motion trackers. Yo, man, Ryan, I appreciate you too, man, and thanks for the donut. I do enjoy your stuff. Oh, yeah, and we wrote down the author. I would. Man, boy. So, the hat, I don't even know. I got this a long time ago. I don't know if I got it at Comic-Con, maybe, but I got it a long time ago, and it's been just like something. So I used to just keep it, right, like on my desk, with my gaming stuff. Oh, maybe the lens is messed up. Here, let's try that. Try that too. Yeah, let's do that. Good call about the lens. I don't know if it's any better. But I had this for years, like lots of years. Blake, thanks for the follow. So one day I was sitting here and I was like, man, I never wear it because I was like, I didn't want to get messed up. And I was thinking, I was sitting there one day, I was like, I should wear this for one of the live streams. I was like, oh, thanks for the follow, Blake. And I sweat it. Sometimes I've sweated this so many times that like the whole thing will be just soaked in sweat. And it looks normal still. The sweat just drenches through it. I keep getting bit by this fly. This little biting fly thing. Hang on. Got it. I don't kill bugs. I don't care what to do, but once they bite me, it's on. Even like a spider, I'll just kick it out of the house. Yep, I'm gonna do. Okay. Oh, cool. Crick. I don't watch TV. I don't watch movies. I don't. I used to game a lot more. I don't game as much. But what I do is I will check some stuff out to read. I don't read as much as I read more than average people. I'm not like a super big reader, but I'll check it out. You know what I should do is I should write a book. I should write a book called Modern Dating after all these stupid stories I got. Yeah. Last night was just insane. The difference, I don't know. If you're looking for the punchline, I don't know. But I'm lucky. I'm lucky she didn't do something to me while I was passed out. She might have. I was so out of it, man. I mean, on my own natural being just worn out. So, Peter, yeah. Okay, I'll write them. I'd take a screenshot of them too. I will look them up. I passed out under my own exhaustion. It wasn't. I wasn't drugged at her house. But I hope not, because I would have missed a great time. Oh, horrible dating stories. And it's like every time. Just give it another week. I'll have another horrible dating story for you. I'm certain. If you missed it, man. Grippy, yeah. Dude. All right. Yeah. If anybody is here and wants to hear my adventure from last night, because it's a bunch of new my date night from last night, let me know, and we'll repeat the story. Totally crazy, and I don't know. I even tried this time. I met this one in real life, not on an app. It was just I was at a store and I did the old cold approach, and I'm just I'm telling you, I know some people say different, but I'm just like a 5 out of 10. A 5 out of 10. I got this messed up tooth, but somehow I have more luck than I should, and I always find these crazy. It's just I always get the crazy, insane dating stories. I don't know why. Like I said, I just want to be married. I don't even care if it's someone who wants to go to the Ren Fair. I just want to, just want to get to that with. It's just a struggle, and every time, something will happen, and I'll probably always have a stupid, crazy dating story for you. So I should just document them in a book. Modern dating. Yeah, it is. It is like my one ex still comes by my lives. Like she's a 12 out of 10, and it's off the charts with the craziness too. I hope she's not tuned in right now. If you are, you can hear me. I know she's not because she always pops in. And I always see when she comes in. Zelda has summoned you. Yo! Oh, yeah. What's up? I should tilt it a little bit this way so you can see it. Nice. 90. Yes. Here's what we're going to do. Thank you. We're going to do 100. I'm going to count, and we're going to get 100. So I'm going to write down 190. Just for a random number to kind of change up the last digits. A lot of my exes are TikTokers, and they all follow me on here. And I still follow them. So that's why I gotta watch sometimes when I'm talking. Alright, anyway, just by the end of the set, if anyone wants to repeat my story last night, I will. Otherwise, by the time I get to the end of the set, we're just gonna move on with the conversation. We'll talk about something more fun. All right. Here we go. All right, I think that was 100. It must have been. All right, so here we go. Let's hydrate. I'll make it a little shorter than the original. As many of us know, 122 OG Toast is the OG man. Thank you for keeping score of that. So that's 122 plus 90, right? So 212. All right. Most of the crazy stories, I've been meeting girls on apps for a while. So last night, I was on What the World TV's podcast talking about Boo Hurt. I had this 2-hour-long interview. It was fan-frickin-tastic. So when we got done, I was going to hit Bob. I was like, I'm going to get some nachos. Get in the car. Going to get some nachos. On the way, some of my friends were in this group text. They're like, hey, we're at Baxter's. It's this arcade bar. I was like, I'm on my way. I Google mapped it. I'm like, they're only open till 10. He's like, no. He's like, you'll make it in time. I was like, all right. I get there, had a couple beers. So now I'm like driving home to come back here. I was still going to hit Bob. I was like, I'm getting some nachos. I go into this convenience store. Oh, no, Crick. Try and type it different. I don't know. So I come back, and I stop to get nachos. So I walk in. So I go back to the there's hundreds of freaking Mountain Dew flavors now. And this, I saw her when I came in, to me, like 10 out of 10. She's like, by the register. So as I see her kind of going back there, I go back there too. And I'm looking at these Mountain Dews, and she's eating these gummy worms. And I'm like looking, I was like, there's too many labels. I was like, I don't even know which one has the real sugar in it anymore. And she's like, yeah, I hate the fake sugar. Like, I hate aspartame. I was like, me too. And she's eating these gummy worms. She's like, yeah, I think my sugar was low. She's like, I paid for these, by the way. I was like, that's fine. So I was like, are you getting something? I was like, pick something out. I was like, I'll get it for you. Because you already paid for your other stuff. She had this bag of stuff. I was like, so you don't have to worry about it. I'll get you something. So she gets a Coke, Dr. Pepper. We go to the register. Like, she's behind me. They scan the ticket. They're like, we're out of nachos. He's like, I'm sorry, we got to remove it from the menu. We're no longer going to carry these nachos. We have this other kind of chips. I was like, don't worry about it. I'll just get this Mountain Dew, which I still bought the stupid sugar-free one. I hate the sugar-free Baja Blast, and I can't tell the labels apart. And I was distracted. So anyway, not expecting anything. As you'll see, I kind of like, just the way I go. I'm not someone to like press somebody or pressure somebody. So I go, okay. So she buys them. She's like, thank you. I was like, yeah. I was like, no problem. I was like, enjoy. So I'm walking out a little slow so that she finally catches up to me. I get to the door. I kind of hold it open because I think she's going to come out. Well, she just does this U-turn and goes back in the store. I'm like, all right, whatever. Go out to the car. As I'm leaving, so she's coming out the door now. So I rolled down the window and I was like, hey. I was like, I forget what I said. So we talked for about 5 minutes. And she's like, I was like, well, I think you're attractive, like, in the store. Like, I never really just like approached somebody. I was a little nervous, but if you want to talk or something later, like, let me get your number. So she's like, all right. She's like, well, let me get yours. So I'm getting her number. And she's like, what are you doing? I was like, well, I'm probably just going home. And she's like, well, we can talk. I was like, yeah, we can talk. She's like, right now? I'm like, something like that. I forget. So it's 2025. She gets in my car because she just lived like 2 blocks up the street. Get to her house. As we're parking, it starts where pull up in front. I have the lights on. I'm just expecting to drop her off. Park the car. It starts. And she starts talking and talking and talking. And this goes on for probably 2 hours in my car, with my car continually shutting off because it's running a half-hour time limit. Turn the car back on. Then I turn the headlights off. And then she's just like nonstop. And the only things I'm saying are, okay, wow, yes, like, yes. She's talking. I'm like, like, I know. Wow, like, okay, yes. Like for hours. And then I started to have to take a leak. And I'm sitting in the car, you know, I'm like, no, it's like, I had to interrupt her. I'm like, the only thing I've said in like 2 hours is like, I have to pee really bad. Like, I might have to go. And she's like, well, you can use mine. So in my head, I was already planning. See, I don't ever say, I'm not like aggressive about, I don't like pressure anybody, but I knew she'd probably say, come on up. Little did I know, talk all the way up the steps. I'm walking behind her, up the steps. She lives on the second floor. And she's like, blah, 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 blah. Key in the door, blah, da, 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 da. And they're like, just going on. Yo, Crick, I will catch you later. I will look up those authors. Yeah. So, so we get up in her house, her apartment, because she was super hot. And she was very nice. She seemed like a very nice person for the things she was talking about. But she's just going on and on, like a mile a minute. Get in the house. She gets this. She gets the Dr. Pepper and Coke out of the bag. The paper bag lands on the floor, and these 4 cats just like jump out and start shredding it. The one's like and ripping it with his teeth. You can tell it's going with the paper bag, and they're like just like ripping it up, like the Peanuts cartoon when they and when they'd have the ball of smoke, and you see some paws come out once in a while, just ripping this crap apart. It was so freaking hilarious. And she's just talking and talking, and the whole time she stares right at you, and I'm just staring at her. Okay, yeah, wow, you know, stuff like that for hours. We're now standing in her kitchen while she's like rearranging stuff. And I think she's just bipolar and on this manic episode. But in the store, totally normal. That's why I had no clue what I was in for. And we're in her house, and she's just going on and on. And then, so then it's 5 something in the morning, and I was starting to yawn. And we had been standing up the whole time. We never even made it to the seats. And I was just like, I was like, I gotta pass out. I was like, it's getting late. I was like, I've been up all day. Like, whether I drive home, pass out, or like right here, right now, I have to go to bed. And she's like, you can stay over. I was like, all right. Like, again, you know, I'm suggesting, knowing what could happen. So, right, Rose? So we're getting deeper now. Yeah, dude. And it was just this, and keep in mind, she's talked this whole time. I haven't said anything except I have to pee and I need to go to bed. And at this point, I was getting a headache and had to. So then, and this is what I was saying earlier. Then so on the way to I was like, I don't know where your bedroom's at. But she's like, then she comes across this rug that she washed. And she's got to lay it out. She's still talking. She's like, look at this. Like, this pattern. It looks like one of those old school bathroom tile floors. She's like, I just washed this. She's like, now I want to put it here because it makes it kind of look like it lights up the hallway. I'm just thinking, like, my God. And then she's laying this rug out and like walking on it, she's like, yeah, I think it's going to look really good here. And then she's going on about something else. And she's like rearranging this stuff. And I was like, I got to pass out. I was like, I don't know. I could just go. And she's like, here, goes in the bedroom. So now I'm in the bedroom. I'm laying in the bed, you know, just shirt off. I'm laying there like this, and I can hear like this jingling and stuff, right? So now, I'm laying there, and she's in the bathroom, right? And I can hear like jingling, like, you know, Ren fairs. Yeah, I know, right? I think it was just bipolar because she had medications. She was on meds for something. I don't think she was abusing stuff. Yeah, and she could be, but she didn't. I swear to you, I was looking. There's no marks. I didn't see any. She wasn't doing anything like this or whatever, you know. So I think she just had a mental thing. So I'm laying on her bed, and I can hear, like, y'all know Ren fairs, what the gypsies wear, the coins that go. So I hear these noises. So and she's still talking in the other room, and once I'm laying in the bed, like, or like, wow, yeah. And so I just peek, and so she's now like, so she's putting on lingerie. She's got everything off. She's putting on this like lingerie, and I'm like looking in the room, and she's still talking. So then she goes, and I made this, and I cooked this vegan sausage, and I think it poisoned me. She's like, I ate it, and I just felt like my eyes were back in my head, and I sat there. And 45 minutes later, I tried to wake up, and I felt like I was paralyzed. She's like, I think people are coming to my house and poison me. She's like, I'm talking about the water's poisoned, and all this shit. And that's when, you know, working in the healthcare field, when you start then the whole paranoia starts, and she's like flipping out, and I was just like listening to this conversation, and she's going on about everything being poisoned, people coming into her house, moving her stuff, taking her stuff, and then putting it back. She'd be like, I'll go in the shower and I'll come out. She's like, I'll come out, my cell phone's gone, and then I'll go look for it, and I come back in the room and it's back. She's like, people take the inside of my pens out, which she had a pen that was empty. I don't know where the inside went, but she wasn't lying. I was like, do you think someone comes in your house just to take the inside of your pens out? Like, just to do this and pull the inside of the pen out? Like, who has access? She's like, nobody. Poison food, poison water, paranoia. That's the S word, schizophrenic. And I was so tired. I was just like, she was going on about something. She was still clipping these things on. I don't know why she's putting on lingerie. And I was, next thing I know, I woke up, it was 5 a.m. and she's sleeping my arm, which is why I was saying my arm's sore. I'm going to catch up with chat, don't worry. And I was like pulling my arm out. As soon as I moved, she like sits up, and she gets up and she starts talking about something, walks into the kitchen. I was like, oh my God. I was like, it's 5 a.m. I went back to bed. Then I woke up at like 11. And then, despite all that, because I woke up, I'm like, oh God. I was like, I have to get out of here. It was like, I have to get my daughter after school. And she's like, oh yeah, like I understand. So she was pretty hot, So I was just like real quick, because she was stretching. So I gave her this back rub, and she's going, because I'm thinking maybe it's the next day, maybe things are different. And she's like, oh yeah, she's like, I haven't had a good back rub in so long. I was like, yeah. I was like, that's cool. I'm just like, and she starts saying, she's like, there's only a couple voices in here, like the one voice, but I recorded it, but this is it. And as soon as she starts talking voices, I was like, I gotta go. Enough. So then I came home and I got on live. Crazy, right? That's a long story. I'm sorry, but sometimes people come here for the stupid stories. If you survive the story, right? Like Rose, like you said in the very beginning, so many red flags before I went even up the steps. But she was a very nice person, really attractive, and she liked Ren fairs. She's telling me about this chainmail, like she's like, like looks like she's in shape and everything. This like chainmail like stuff. I was like, that's hot. And she's like, that's what I'd wear. I'm just thinking about what that would look like, Do you think it was uppers or something? Yeah. I don't bench. Believe it or not, I don't lift weights at all. If you can believe it. I don't even know what I'd bench. I probably don't bench. I don't know, man. Sammy, let me take a screenshot. I will maybe go to the gym one day. We'll see how much I can. Uh-oh. You still there? Hello. Sorry. I'm taking a screenshot of that, Sammy. We'll see. Maybe we'll bench one day. We'll see what we can do. I hit the power button by accident. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just... The thing is, I thought maybe in the morning things would be different. I don't know. But I legit passed out. Like, woke up thinking it might be different. Nope. That's when she started talking about the voice. Once she started talking about that, talk about poison sausages while I'm watching her clip on her little leg things for lingerie didn't scare me off. But the talking about voices did. We didn't do anything that I know of, just so you know. I was passed out. Like I said, I absolutely hate dating. Every date I go on is a horror story. If you haven't been here, the last one, which I won't get into today, but the last one, we were dating for 3 weeks, and she sent me a picture of me as the devil, a hand-drawn picture with devil horns, even though I offered to still meet up with her that night. Crazy stuff, everybody. See, that's the thing. I don't even know why she got in my car. Like, do you know? You're so right, Rose. Because I even told her, because I was saying when she's like, we could to go back and talk, or whatever she said at my place. When I was like, let exchange numbers, then we can talk. And she's like, well, do you want to talk right now? As soon as she said that, and I was like, sure. And I even said, I think I said, I know what it's like these days. if you want to ride, cool. If you don't, no problem. And she's like, you seem okay, and gets in the car. Like, totally. Do you know when I go dating, right? That's crazy. Like when I go date, I know like people say, oh, the guy should pick a place and drive. I never drive. I always, when I'm setting up a date on these apps, I'm always like, when we start planning, I'm like, you pick a place where you feel comfortable to meet, and I will meet you there at this time. I never offer to drive. Sometimes they might say, well, you can pick a place, and I will. And then, or they'll be like, well, you know, sometimes they'll be like, rarely will they say, you pick me up. And if they do, I always say, I was like, it's no problem. I was like, I will meet you there. I was like, because I don't expect in these times any woman to trust a guy that you met on an app to just show up and you get in the car. So I'm always like, pick somewhere you feel comfortable. Public is whatever you want. I totally get what you're saying, Rose. Like, she just jumped in the car. I haven't got a text from her yet today, so we'll see what happens. We're like, I mean, I'm telling you, like, every one of them, like, I have kind of like a type, and they're all crazy. And except for this one having 4 cats that love to shred paper bags. A lot of them have French bulldogs. I don't know what's up with that. Oh my God, Crick. I think Crick left, but yeah. Do you think? Wait, what's an ice? What's the ice? I missed that part. Yeah. Oh no. And if then that means she would have drugged me, because I would have woke up for that. Oh, OG. Oh, yeah. Hey, OG, if you're even there, man. Sorry, I don't like to keep you hanging if you're gonna do your thing. Yeah. Yes. Go back. Yeah. Get some stuff done. That's cool. Yeah. And show me or the progress, or keep me updated, and whatever you want to talk about. If you want to send me a DM about something. We got so my daughter just texted me. Now I have a little bit more time. We said we're streaming until 3. Let's get 3,000 hits. She just texted me. She's now, I'm picking her up in the morning, so I'm still getting off after 3,000 hits. Thanks for the like on the way out. Yo, Alexander. Yeah, yo. Hey, and Rose, you want to hear a good voice? OG Toast. Besides us of being a craftsman, very awesome, amazing singer. We're going to get 3,000 hits. I'll have a live stream on tonight because my daughter just texted me while we were talking. Oh, Jay. Oh, yo. Man, I appreciate it. That's that Halloween theme stuff. Or no, that's the Let 'Em Cook thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. OG's got some good voice. I'm telling you what. If you want to ever hear someone sing at a Ren Fair for you, he'd be the one. We're going to get 3,000 hits. Then I'm going to take a break. I need to, because I got home. Oh, Jay, happy Halloween, everybody. For Jay throws with the pumpkins, man. I appreciate it. 3,000 hits. Then I will be back on later tonight because my daughter just texted me. She's busy at her mom's, which I knew would happen. I'm not going to go back to that woman's place. Very tempting, but also very bad idea. I'm going to now, because I need to eat something. I just came home. I was like, I told everybody, I was on that podcast last night, and I told everybody, I'll be on at 9 a.m., but I was still passed out over there. I was so drained. And I don't think she was abusing drugs, because she didn't have any kind of marks here. Like, I looked at her Facebook. I mean, she looks like a totally normal person. But you can tell, like, something's wrong, because when someone, like, starts talking about, like, the things she's talking about reminds you of just, like, mental problems, not drug problems. Although drugs could make you do that, too. I prefer Buckler just because Sword and Shield wears out my shoulder muscles too much before Longsword. Because I prefer Longsword, so I do Buckler to stay busy, and at least Buckler is over faster, and it's not as heavy. So by the time I get to fight longsword, I just feel like I have more, like my arms aren't worn out as much. Yes, I remember. It's gonna be fun. The best thing though with longsword is like it, you know, you're using two hands, so even if you do sword and shield or buckler, like you ought to be all right, because you are. It's a totally different. It's actually kind of different muscles you're using too. You are using some of the same muscles, but no way. You know, it's just like sword and shield though really wears me out sometimes. Yo, what's up, brothers? Not doing too bad now. I had a. I'm not gonna go back into it again, but such a long night. Long and crazy night. I missed last night's live stream. I came home, all the lights were on. I thought I was just going out to get some nachos and come home and hit Bob. It turned into a whole night escapade. And I got home at 11. Like, all the lights were on. I was like, dang it, I hate wasting electricity. This sword, I believe it's from Cult of Athena, and they still sell a couple of different kinds for, I think, $24.95. This model on a lot of websites is sold out. Yes! Oh, that's going to be great. Castle's going to be a great time, I'm telling you. This sword is from, I believe it's from Cult of Athena. They do sell some other arming swords that are polypropylene. Polypropylene is what it's called. And it's great, you know? Like, this is balanced, just like the sword that I used, my steel sword that I used to fight in pro fights. The balance is like up here, a sword balance. That far above the grip. And the shield is from Medieval Extreme. This is one of the shields I fight with, though. As you can see, it's pretty scratched up. But it's titanium. It's great. Oh, yeah. So just so you know, if you are using a heavy bag, believe it or not, you know it's kind of funny. And I would still recommend maybe putting a cloth or something over your heavy bag. Like on a heavy bag, I wrap mine with carpet. So what we're hitting here, right? This dummy with plastic. Very, very odd. If I hit him with the steel sword, it kind of slides off a little bit. When I hit him with this plastic, for a split second, you can feel the plastic and rubber kind of bond. Like it has a friction. So you got to watch, just on your heavy bag, that this plastic, I think a leather heavy bag would be fine. A cloth one, you know, I don't know. Cloth, and if rubber and plastic are a bad mix, cloth might be too. Just make sure that even though it's plastic, that you're not actually damaging it. Do you know what I mean? They have fabric heavy bags, cloth. Yeah, so just make sure that if you do get a plastic one, it's not just barely damaging it over time, and then you end up putting a hole in the bag because you didn't really notice. What are we on? I think that was about 100. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17. We're over halfway there. All right, I'm keeping an eye on chat in case anybody chats. We have 100 to write down now. In the meantime, I'm just gonna get a bunch of hits. There's 50. Yo, what's up, House of Blackwell? What's up, Burger? Thanks for the follow, Burger. All right, that's 200 to write down. Ugh. Tell you what, the girl fell asleep on my shoulder. It was so uncomfortable. Ugh. I think it kind of stretched out. So it's goofy stuff. If I don't know if it ever happened to you, but sometimes if I ever fall asleep, and do you ever have your arm accidentally hanging off the bed or something? Or do you ever sleep with your feet up on a footrest, and then the gravity pulls down on your joints and extends them when you're totally relaxed, and then you wake up in the morning like, oh my god, what happened? I think that's what happened with my shoulder. Band of Brothers, Kempo Karate. Yep. That is cool stuff, man. All that stuff totally legit. If I could go back, I would do something just like you do. Like back in the day, to add some more depth to my fighting. I got the name from. Let me write this before I forget. That was about 2:30, I believe. I need to get a new whiteboard. That's what we're going to do. I'll tell you how we got the name. After we get off here, I'm going to go get a new whiteboard. And I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to sit in the hot tub and recontemplate my dating life. Alright, so the Bachata name comes from... I used to be a competitive ballroom dancer for years, before I even started doing sword stuff. So, so I know how to bachata, right? This is a bachata. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. It's that easy. Alright? So, tap. Right? Anyone know how to do bachata? Yo! Thanks for, Rose, thanks for the like. Or is that what you did? Whatever happened. Thanks for, it gave you some kind of red badge. So I used to competitive ballroom dance. My partner and I were like ranked number 3 in the globe in this certain dance sport league, and amateur, not professional. Amateur meaning like you're not a teacher, you're not an instructor. To be pro dancer, you have to spend a lot of years doing it. So we were I competed forever, and I was like, I wanted to have a ballroom dancing and Boohurt channel. So on the Red app, the YT app, I started to upload ballroom dance stuff. And wouldn't you know, every dance, copyright issues, copyright warning, third-party warning, totally blocked. I'd have videos with the red arrow, like the red thing, blocked. No one can watch it. Why? Because it used this certain song. And now I can't go back and edit it. I can't have like a tango and stuff, and you're doing all this stuff. You're moving around the floor. And you're doing all this stuff like ballroom dancing. You can't just edit a song on top of it. It totally ruins the dance. So I had so much trouble. I stopped uploading ballroom stuff onto the Red app, the YT app. And I was like, this is not working out. I was like, cool, well, we'll do other stuff. So I'd put these little things where I'd like record our feet while we're dancing mambo and things like that, or doing salsa dance stuff. And then then my partner and I split up. That's what happened. And the other thing is we had such little amounts of footage, ballroom footage, because what would happen is a lot of times to go compete, she'd have to call off work. And she didn't want footage out there. Yo, Andy. Andy 100 right now. Oh, and Andy with the what's ups. Hey, hope you're having a good day. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, and 100 for the heart me. Let me do this set for you right now. So basically, it's supposed to be ballroom dance and Boohurt mix. So I picked Bachata Night. I didn't want to pick Waltz Night. Just Bachata Night sounded the best. I used to compete in Bachata a lot. Andy, what's up? Thank you for that. That's for the heart me. I believe that was 100. Yo, what's up? Good to see ya. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. We're getting some hits, and we're gonna have another live tonight. We're just I'm trying to get 3,000 this afternoon. Oh, burner. I'll show you the thing. Sleep. I don't know if I understood that. Yo, what's up, Ariam? I don't know if I understood that, Band of Brothers, the comment. So besides the 100 we just did, we're over 306,000. I broke the whiteboard yesterday. So, tonight, when we take our break, I'm going to go buy a new one, which is great. I actually buy a lot of stuff is from the TikTok money. Thank you, thank you. The TikTok money gets invested again into the show. We got these, believe it or not, it's sunny out here, but I bought these, with the TikTok payout, like, this is a 2-week ago thing, but we got these spotlights here, and aiming it up at the ceiling. Believe it or not, on a totally sunny day, it makes it look a little bit better. It's so sunny behind me that when I turn those on, at least it keeps me from looking, the camera from focusing on the background. So we're buying a whiteboard today. I did that stupid trick, you know, like when you'd hold the blanket up for animals or little kids, and you leave the blanket go, but you get out of the way. So I did that with the whiteboard. Because I was like, check this out. And I was like, we're on this. At the end of the live stream, I held it up there. And I got out of the way. And I, like, dropped it. So I was gone. And then I ended the live. And when it hit the ground, it busted. Yo! Hey, daughter. Hey, what's up? OG was here. OG was here. He went to go work on some, to make some knife crafting or something. Keeping an eye on chat, getting some hits in. It's 133, 34, 35, 36. I have to get some cardio in after this too. Short sleeping. We're here. Oh, I see what you're saying. I didn't understand. Thank you for retyping. I understand what you're saying now. Yeah, it's so bad. I think my arm got messed up sleeping. That girl was like laying on my arm. What a nightmare last night was. It's just a funny story though. She was just laying on my arm, like, in a bad way, I guess. Because I had it up like this, and whenever she laid down, she must have laid right on it. Because I woke up, and my arm was, like pinned like this, and I was kind of twisted because I was leaning the other way. I bet that's what happened. That's why my shoulder's sore. Exactly what you're saying. Yeah, you have no control. Your muscles will, like, totally relax, and it stretches it out. Like it gets hyperextended or something. There's that mosquito. It flew away. $80. All right, it's 200 to write down. That would put us at 7. 1. We're over 2,000 hits, everybody. We need to hit 3,000 before the break. Big Ron, what's up, Ron? How's it going? We have 200 to write down. I'm going to get to it soon. We're just going to drink some water. Staying hydrated. Another bottle down. Here, let's get this one here. I'm going to go do cardio. Buy a whiteboard. What's up there, Jade Dune? Whiteboard, cardio. I don't know. I need to clean up a little bit around the house. I'm probably gonna wait till after sun goes down, and we'll have another live stream. I'm gonna see which of some of my other friends are live streaming first, and tune into them before I come back on. All right, 200 to write down. Well, let's go. I'm keeping an eye on chat. Yo, what's up there, Noah? There's the church bells. Oh, Noah, thanks for hitting the like button. And what's up there, Cold Sake? Yo, no, Cold Sake's great. I know. I've had cold sake before. I know something else I should do today too. My daughter and I are working on our dojo in Warframe, the game. I should put a little bit of work into it. I haven't turned on the PlayStation in like a week for gaming at least. 3 o'clock, close. But the cool thing, at least, I almost always know what time it is. Alexis, what's up, Alexis? Hope you're having a good day. Hope you have the day off. Boy, do I have a bad dating story that people at 6 South would appreciate. We're almost at 300 to write down. Yeah, bro, let me just tell you. The stuff I learned about behavioral health. I went out to I met this girl last night. Long story short, I'll tell you the details, but I told the whole story in here twice. It's a long story, but she was. I met this girl last night at Get Go. I went to her place, and she was having like a bipolar manic episode. There's a mosquito. Get me. And I listened to her talk for probably 5 hours straight. It's a lot funnier when I add in all the details, though. Like, I would not be surprised if she's a patient up there that we get one day. Thanks for the... Yeah, I'll tell you about it. Oh, what is Sammy? Oh no, bro. It's a good story. You yeah. You missed the story. And I don't. It's a long one. I've already told it twice. Oh my, Allison Julian. Hey, Allison here too? That's crazy. Well, I hope everybody's off today. What time is it? Oh, I was thinking it must be like shift change. It's not. Well, thanks. I appreciate it. All right, long story short, I met this girl at the convenience store. With a cold approach, got to her apartment inside her place, where she was having a manic episode. It has nothing to do with listening to somebody for 5 hours, as far as that to the point where it was just so insane. If you know anything about behavioral health, it's just a long story, but has nothing to do with simping, because there's no way what I think is deserve it. I was trying to be nice at first, of not being rude, but I end up, yeah, it's just a long story. It's funnier to tell in person. Touched my camera through the fence. Zachary, how? Jacob, what's up? This fence. Yeah, like. I do generally start out with Fool's Guard. Probably 80% of the time, I start with Fool's Guard and Longsword. Alright, so that should be that should be another 100. And you know what, Zachary, if you're there, let's. Oh, Zachary not here. Oh well. It does, and the best thing is so many people in Boohurt like have no clue, like about guards. I forget it. It's probably 20. The tournament that I fought in like 3 weekends ago or 4 weekends ago. I posted a video specifically because I'm just hitting a dummy here, right? A million times. So I have a video going over like because people say like, oh, like you don't even move around or like I'm just hitting this thing a million times on live. But when I fight, it's totally different. And because people oftentimes like, do you even know like a guard? I'm like, I do. I took HEMA for years. So I had a thing showing me doing guards, running, doing fighting stuff where people are like, oh, and I always used to say I'd forward them to that video, but now it's like 20 videos back. But Fool's Guard, one of them, and I think the one I ended up going with was an offside Oberhow for my first attack, just based off of what we were posturing a lot, Most people don't. Well, but except for how we can't stab and Boohurt. So there's so much with HEMA that you can't do. But there's so much you can do, like attacking weapons, controlling the center. People in Boohurt, so many people just like come up and do this the whole time. Like that's their whole game, They have no clue about how you can controlling the center and being able to counter stuff like that, and while still blocking. In Boohurt, you can't. I don't know if you can't even point your sword at somebody in a guard, for example. Oh yeah, they should. Except you can't stab in Boohurt. General Wirtz, what's up? But there's a lot with HEMA stuff. Even in HEMA, like Buckler, like if you fight with or even Saber can come in handy with sword and Buckler. Yeah, you're right about that. About the halberdism. Featherfall! What's up, Featherfall? Boy, did I have a crazy night, which I will have to explain some other time. It just goes into the pile of stories. Thank you. Hey. Much appreciated as always. Hope you're doing good. Hope you have a good Friday. Late start today. I was supposed to be on at 9 a.m. I didn't get on until, I don't even know. I don't even think I got on until after 1 o'clock. We're going until 3,000 hits for the day. And then I'll be on again later tonight. Guess what I had to do last night? Because I was on that podcast. I was on the What the World TV's podcast. Is that Jeremy? Jeremy! As I usually say when I'm starting to get to the end. Yo, Jeremy, thanks for hearting me. This set is for you. We'll just say we were on about a dozen right there. So this will put us at 512. Here we go. Yeah, Featherfall. I had to learn how to stream on Discord last night to be able to go on that podcast interview. It was crazy. I figured it out though, but I was very close to asking you for help. Yeah. Here we go. All right. This will put us at 512. I think it might be more than that, but whatever. I do both, but I've just been dueling this year because I've been winning. I've been winning medals in duels like every tournament, so I've just been sticking with duels. Besides getting knocked out pretty good not too long ago, so. But I fought melee like 3 times this year. Oh, a promotion too. Well, congrats on that. Do you know how happy that would make me feel? Even if you don't get it, I'm rooting for you. Yo, that's awesome news. But always proud of you, no matter what happens. You know what I mean? Well, but just before I forget too, because that's the kind of news that makes too kind, I'm telling you. That's the kind of thing I'll see, like, you got the promotion, and I go, oh, and I get so excited I forget the number. Let's write this down. Yeah, congrats. Hey, and daughter, that's cool. A nice new picture, by the way. I see you got a new update. So we're going till we hit 3,000. Oh! Wait, I can't... Oh, beast mode! We owe you 100 sets, 100 reps. 100 sets would kill me. We owe you 100 reps right now. And you do know, for the donation, you get into the credits when I make the highlight video. Hydrate right after this. Yes, this is for beast mode right here. And then we'll hydrate. And I'll catch up on chat. Oh, we got 200 to do, apparently. Featherfall! Right. Because we'll hydrate first. Then I got 200 for you. Yeah. All right. Hydrate first. Sherry, what's up, Sherry? Oh, man. Jay. Bro. Like I said, today's purchase, we're buying a new whiteboard. It comes out of the TikTok balance somehow, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna buy two new polypropylene swords with last week's thing. I think there's enough. And that's so we can dual wield. So much appreciated. Let me do 200 here for y'all. Yo, doing all right. I hope you're doing well too. I hope everything's all worked out since you had because last time we really talked was when you had those long car trips. I hope things have been going well. Sorry, I keep burping. A cool night last night. I was on a podcast talking about Boo Hurt. All right, 200. Then we'll catch up on chat. Whoa. I'm going to not count that one. I totally missed. I actually punched my hand out of the way with my buckler, and I whiffed. Beast mode! A double hit. Thanks for the likes. chat right after the set. Just happen to tune in. We're hitting this thing 3,000 times today. Featherfall, thank you. Was that? I think that was 190 maybe. All right, I'm pretty sure it's 200. Write it down, then I will catch up on chat for any kind of gossip, insults, compliments, whatever you can throw at me. Yo, so close to 3,000 for the day. Thanks for that like behind my back. We hydrate. Jeremy, yo, good afternoon to you too. It actually made the sound. Bro, where's the, cheers. Oh man, guess what? Oh, hey. You leveled up. Oh, that's cool. Oh man, bro, never feel obligated to celebrate. I'm just gonna give you a shout out. Thanks for leveling up. Crazy stuff. I'd never be at this point without you guys. Like I said, halftime I always feel unworthy of it. We're just hitting Bob. We do have some good chats here. Oh yes, we hydrated. Beast mode. Were you tagging somebody? Nice. Oh, good. Yes, daughter. If you're there, if you can hear me, that's good. I'm glad you're healing up well. Yes. Good to hear. Featherfall, we'll catch you in a little bit. Jeremy, the good afternoons are crazy. And thank you for the sparks, man. Like I said, we're going to buy some new stuff now. Two new polypropylene swords for dual wielding mode, and freaking new whiteboard. I need to get a better whiteboard. It broke yesterday. I think you're hearing it. No way. Yeah, yo, nice. Hey, Boo Hurt Tech. The place of all places in this sport. That's awesome. It's so stressful waiting for stuff coming in the mail from over there, though. We're very fortunate that they keep up their shipping company. Have you ever seen a video of their shipping company? I have one on my phone. Maybe I should. Have you ever seen one? I should maybe upload it. Yeah. Oh, I know, right? I got little letters and I got a couple letters, and the stickers are great too. Let me just count. Let me see where we're at real quick. We're going until 3,000. We'll be on again tonight. What's up, Peggy? How's it going? The mosquitoes must be out because I got a couple of good bites. 7, 9, 12, 14, 16, 18, 25, 26. We're at about 2,600. So we're going to do, guess what, everybody? One of the coolest kind of bugs on Earth. I'm going to show it to you. It's right here as long as I can catch it. Yes, we got it. Our friend, the grasshopper. They won't focus on the grasshopper. Well, anyway, there's a grasshopper. Little. There we go. There's a good pic. Oh, there we go. Hey, what's up? Yeah. Oh, cool. Mantis would be cooler. I do like grasshoppers, though. I don't know. Just because growing up, I used to catch grasshoppers all the time. Peggy, what's up? Let me see. Where's the gloves? We're doing. Let's do 500. Probably a set of 500. I'm gonna get off here for a little bit. I'll be back on tonight. I got to get some things done. I'm gonna go sit in the hot tub And like I said, I need to go sit in the hot tub at the gym and rethink my dating life, because boy, has it been nuts. I hope the picture quality looks good, because I just noticed it looked like it was skipping around. All right, 500. I'm gonna turn the spotlight off, because if it's not needed, I don't want to like wear out the bulb time. Oh, geez, it actually makes a good difference. Hang on. Yeah, we better leave it on. All right, 500 to go. I thought that was Scooby. Scooby, if you're there. Oh, man, Scooby, man. Hey, man, it's good to see ya. Hey, guess what? If you're on today, I bet you I can tune in, because I'm going to be always, bro, if I had a week. So, yo, what's up? How are you doing? And guess what? Tonight, I need to start the Purple account, and I'm going to. And I was going to say, if you're on later, I'm going to get a Purple site thing, and I'm going to follow you on there. What's up? How's it going? So good timing. I was, because I was on a podcast on the Purple site last night. Oh, are you? Okay. Oh, cool. That's nice. All right, I'll check it out. It's cool. And Salmon, too. Jeez. Scooby, Salmon. They're like the original crew. Oh, Salmon, I owe you a set. And this is sets for Scooby, too. Because for the gift, Scooby and Salmon, this 200 is for you. So check this out. Yo, you guys both got here at the same time. The original crew, everybody. So, I was on a podcast last night on Twitch. Oh, jeez, I'm saying the Purple site. So, yeah, I need to get one, because people were tuned in there, I guess, apparently, and I didn't have one for them to follow. I was like, oh, I should have planned that better. I should have had one already. All right, this 200 is for y'all. Like, and if y'all are busy, don't feel obligated to wait. But we're doing 200 here real quick. Now I'll get back to chat. Oh, there's people here. Hey, if anybody here wants a good time, Scooby and Salmon. I think a lot of you know Salmon, but Scooby too. Scooby, it almost sounds like I'm saying Scooby-Doo. Scooby Snacks. Very entertaining live streamer, everybody. If you're in chat, I would highly recommend follow. And if you have the Purple site, follow Scooby on Purple site, because I think that's, if I'm correct, I think that's what he's focusing on more than here. If I'm correct. Yo, yep. As soon as I will create the channel tonight, and I'll get in touch with you about it. Because I have a couple days off this week, and we're gonna give it a test run to stream on there. Hope you guys are having a good day, by the way. Oh, you think so? Yeah, it's been a while, so you'd actually have a good opinion on that. Well, I appreciate it if you think so. Wow. Well, I'm glad you noticed, because that must mean that I am. After thousands of hits every day, I've become a sword fighting machine. I'm pretty sure that was like about 100. So we're just gonna go on the next set. Oh, all right. Huh. How about that? Well, thanks. I appreciate that. I haven't lifted a single weight or nothing. This is the only kind of exercise other than running. Almost done. I believe that was 200. If not, take me to court. I'm just kidding. Thanks, man. Yeah, who would have thought 109 days, 100, it's day 110, and we're on, I'm going to write that down, So thank you for Scooby for the roses and Salmon for the heart me. Scooby is, there's two people that are Scooby and Dave the Sword Guy are two that are grandfathered into the old school rules of this channel. And I'm not saying Scooby ever got to send a gift, but anytime you do, you get a set. And Dave. The reason Dave is grandfathered in is because he has, serving our country, he had gotten a head injury where he has a short-term memory problem. And I continually tell him, like, I no longer do sets for roses. And he'll always come by and he'll drop a rose. He'll be like, get to work. I'll be like, all right, Dave. But because Scooby, jeez, like, we must, and Salmon, too. Must have been here for, like, freaking, like, the early days before we even hit, like, day 10, I bet. We got 300 to go till the end of this live stream, everybody, just so you know. Yeah, right? Yo. Oh, Jay, thanks for the share. That's like original, like, Salmon, Scooby, me. It was like us in the first days. That's crazy. What are we going to evolve to? Like, after, we got to think about that one day. What kind of things should we do? Where... Because I'm not going to hit this every single day in my life. But I do, you know, we'll keep the live stream going. But anyways. Nice. All right, cool. I've had a couple ideas, too. We'll have to talk about it. But yeah, now we're like building a whole community. I can't just leave, you know, after a year. Be like, all right, that's a million tit, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. And then disappear. Yo, John. I think it's a different... I don't know if this John and I have ever met. Well, what's up, John? Oh, oh, yeah. How do I... I will have to send you the link. It's in my link tree. Or I will send it to you. You're right, I forgot. Jeez, I got the whole Discord thing built, and I'm not even paying attention to who's joining. Two... Things to focus on, right, everybody? 300 to go. And then we're gonna I have to go sit in a hot tub and reevaluate my life when it comes to dating. Because boy, did I have an adventure last night that was insane. Long story, I will talk about it on a different live because I've already told it 2 times here. It was one of the most insane like dates I've ever been on last night. I need to buy a new whiteboard. I think it is. It has the same avatar if it shows I do on here. And Featherfall is like the mastermind behind the whole Discord. Jeremy, the last one to like the live. I appreciate it. Nice. Okay, I will friend you on there or accept it. Heck yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, no way can we just walk away after a year. So, yeah, I'll tell you some ideas I had, too. And one of these days this week, I'm just going to try and trick the algorithm, and we're gonna sit at a desk. So maybe it might become in handy to talk about this, because next week I want to have one where I'm at a desk, and I'm not swinging a sword. I want to see if I'm being kept out of the algorithm because it sees me going like that, or the For You page. I don't know how on earth people find me, because it definitely does not get put out there. TikTok does not promote this. I'm certain of it. And I know, Salmon, we talked about the whole Go Popular things and how many, you know, you need. It never works. Tommy, what up? No, we've been real friends since, like, before the first dozen days. Brandon Wilson, what's up? Oh, and do you know, like, once I start talking about, like, oh, well, thank you. Thanks for letting me know. I don't understand. I used to be like, you know, there'd be a lot of days there'd be like 30 people here. Once they started the hashtag change, it's been different. So I appreciate you letting me know how you came by the live. Well, that's good. We're on the FYP. Sometimes I think we're not because I don't understand. Oh, I see what you're saying. It affects the ranking like that. I thought, okay. I thought when we were talking earlier, it gave you a meter so that Go Populars were like, you're getting put higher in the rotation. I see what you're saying. Yo, Brandon, and thanks for Brandon for letting me know, because sometimes I'm like, I don't know what's happening. And if you just tuned in and haven't seen before, we're on day 110. I got 300 hits to do before I get off of here for a little bit. Well, and we'll be back on here again after dark. We're doing 1 million hits in a year or less. Better be less. We're the trendsetter. Thanks for the follow. Yo, thanks for the follow, Brandon. Technically does that. Okay, I gotcha. There's the church bells. It's 3:30. We got 300 hits to do while we're talking. All right. Where's the gloves? So the best thing about this right now is hanging out. I was holding on. I'm like, where's the gloves? I was holding on to it the whole time. Got a pretty decent community. Salmon, I was on a podcast last night. Then went on one of the craziest dates I ever went on in my life. And I woke up at like 11:15. And I was like, shit. I was like, I told everybody I'd be on at 9. So I came home. Started hitting Bob. Oh, man. It's nuts, man. Like I said, I just want to be married, have a happy life. I want to get out of this. I had one of the most craziest dates of my life last night. Last time you thought that was crazy, this is worse. Yo, what's up there, Victor? Victor, Pokapani. Victor Pokapani. All right, 300 to go till the end of this live. And then we'll be back on again later tonight, so don't worry. More to come. Yeah. All right. This is all right. 25. So I was on a podcast. No. So I went on do you know like What the World TV that comes by here? So he had me on to talk about Boo Hurt stuff on his Purple. Well, he streamed on here too, but also on like the Purple site. And it was a great interview, right? For 2 hours, it was great. Like time flew by like that. You know, it was over. I was like, I'm gonna go celebrate. Oh, yo, yes, Scooby. Always good to see you, man. Like the OG crew right here. So I was on his podcast. Well, so I was gonna go. I was gonna hit Bob again at night. So I left all the lights on. He did where I was from the podcast. You know, even the circle, the ring light. So I go to get nachos. Yo, Quentin's. I've watched footage of the game. I just don't play anything these days, but I would. You're right. People say I look like one of the characters. So when I dress up medieval. So I go on this podcast. I'm going to get some nachos. As I leave the house, a couple of my friends from high school were at this. There's an arcade bar here. It's like a local thing. It's not like a chain. I was like, cool. I was like, but they're only open until 10:30. They're like, well, just come out. So I went down, had a drink with them. Went to go get the nachos after that. Met this girl, like, I think, like, super attractive, dumb kind of lines. Not pickup line. Like, we're staying at the Mountain Dew thing. I ordered the nachos. We get the Mountain Dew. This is a really short story. Not as funny the way I'm telling it now. So we're looking. I'm like, I can't tell which ones have the real sugar anymore with all the Mountain Dew flavors. And she's like, I know, I hate aspartame. I was like, me too. So I get one. So she had already bought all this stuff. So I'm like, hey. Yeah, right. So I get salmon. So I'm like, if you want something, grab something. I'll get it. I was like, so you're going to have to get back in line at the register. She's like, all right. So I buy her, she gets a Coke, Dr. Pepper. You'd love it. She has 4 cats, which are totally cool cats, which I had no clue about until. So leaving the store, the guy comes over. We don't have nachos. We got to take them off the menu. We haven't had. I was like, oh great. He's like, we can use other chips. I was like, don't worry about it. So I was like, I'll get the Mountain Dew. So we're leaving. So I like hold the door, like thinking she's gonna come out, but then she turns around and like goes back inside. So I was like, whatever. So I got to my car. As I'm pulling out, she's coming out. Roll down the window. Like talked to her for like 5 minutes. She lives close by. Exchange numbers. I was like, I usually just talk to I'm usually like too nervous to just talk to somebody in real life, but I thought you're attractive. I'm glad, we had a conversation. If you want to continue it, like, I'd love to talk. Get the digits. She's like, I'm only 2 blocks up from here if you want to keep talking now. I was like, yeah. So everything's totally normal. Gets in my car, which is surprising in the 2020s. Drive her to her house. parked the car and it starts, and she just went like something snapped, and she starts talking like a mile a minute, like some bipolar manic episode, and she's going on and on for hours in my car, and I'm just going, okay, yeah, wow, like are the only things I have for 2 hours, talking, like I'm talking right now to you. And I had to pee after a little while. I was like, I really gotta pee. I might have to go. She's like, why don't you come upstairs? I was like, all right, go to her place. Blah, 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 all the way up the steps, all the way into the house. Blah, 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 talking as fast as I am right now. All I'm going is, yeah, okay, wow. She gets the Coke, the Dr. Pepper out of the paper bag. She puts the paper bag on the floor. What's up there, Cryptic? The paper bag hits the floor. This is when I found out she had cats. These 4 cats come out. They start shredding the paper bag. She's like, they love paper bags. The one's got stuck on his tongue, like just ripping his bag apart. They came out of nowhere. Talking. She's rearranging stuff. So she's on this manic bipolar thing. What up? For hours. Until I was just sitting there and I was like thinking, like, man, I was like, I gotta go to bed. I was like, look, it's like 5 a.m. I've been up all day. Like either I gotta drive home and go to bed or right here, right now, I gotta pass out. She's like, you can stay over. So on the way to the bedroom, she gets this carpet out. She's laying this carpet out. She cleaned, like totally manic, going on about all this stuff, doing this stuff for like, it took 10 minutes almost till I get her, till I was like, I don't even know where the bedroom was. So I finally get in there and she's putting on, just to go to bed, and she's talking. She's in the bathroom talking, and she's putting on this like lingerie stuff now. And I'm like looking in there, and she starts talking about like how she's making food. This is when it got crazy. She's talking about like making this vegan sausage and how it poisoned her, and now she thinks people are coming to her house and poisoning her food and her water. Now she can't eat anything, and she has to stay out of the fridge because it's poison. And then I was thinking, okay, this is like schizo stuff. You know how it is probably, like mental health. Like she was off charts, man. And it was so bad that it took her so long while she's getting dressed up for whatever reason. I passed out and I woke up at like 5:15 in the morning because she was like sleeping on my arm. I like moved my arm and she just like sits straight up, starts talking and gets up, starts walking around. I was like, bro, this is insane. She was having, and I was like, she was very nice. Everything was just going on, and I just gave her, I was like, making sure that she was good, but bro, it was insane. And then she starts talking about a voice, and that's when I was like, I probably shouldn't come back here again. And I don't know. I was trying to peek at the pills that she has. She's on some meds, but yeah, she was like going on. By the time I left, she was chill. But it was like a whole night of me just standing there listening, going, wow, okay, yeah. Yo, it's insane. I just sat there and I was listening like, man, like that's just crazy. It was crazy. I passed out while she was getting, I wouldn't even care. I just wanted to go to bed. I was sitting there watching her in the bathroom like, bro, it is ridiculous. She hasn't texted me yet. Yeah, it was off the charts. Like I couldn't even find times when I wanted to say something. I would want to like once in a while I would, because she did ask a couple times about like stuff. She loves Boo Hurt apparently. You know, she loves Ren fairs. Just like off the charts though, like a mile a minute for hours, to the point where I was totally exhausted. I didn't even care. I just wanted to go to bed. I was not trying to like score or nothing. I just wanted to pass out. And I did. That's the Grippy Socks Grippy box, bro. That's someone else said that earlier too. Yo, man. She's totally smoking. Like, I mean, she's like a 10. Like she's showing me her TikTok videos when she has like just like with her makeup on. I met her without makeup. I thought she's attractive like already. And when she has, I was like, holy crap. You'd have no clue what goes on behind the scenes. Bro, it's just like insane. We got 300 to do on here, by the way. That's the abridged version. Yeah. Bro, that's so funny. I totally get that reference too. Yeah. And that's the thing, like working at the hospital, I've had people with the schizophrenia come in. When they talk about being poisoned, she comes over to me with this pen. She's like, there's someone coming into my apartment and they take out the insides of my pens. She's like, I love this pen. I was like, what are you talking about? She unscrews it. The inside of the pen's gone. She's like, I'll set my phone out on the charger. I'll take a shower. When I come out, it's gone. And then I look for it. I come back, it's back on the counter. I was like, what the hell? I was like, does anyone have access to your house? I was like, although it would be funny as crap, I was like, why would someone steal the inside of your pens? And they're gone. And she's like, I was packing a bunch of shoes and I had them in a bag because I was going to trip. And when I looked in the bag, like one of each shoe was gone. And then she's like, and then they were back. I was like, what is going on? What is she talking about? Whoa! What? Bro, well, I hope I didn't bring up anything bad. Apologize if I do. She was like just off the charts, man. Well, just John. Hey, what's up again, John? All right, everybody. I was saying we got 300 hits to go, but everybody's come. We might have to extend a little bit. Sorry. I hope I didn't bring up anything bad, but it was just like I've had patients like that in the hospital, and it was just like insane, like totally normal in the car. Once we got to her house, it was just like something just clicked. I do have a sword next to the bed. It's no joke. Yo, Enchanted. It's the sword, the buff sword guy. But I don't even sleep with. I don't even lift weights. By the way, it's just whatever you see me doing here and some cardio. Apologies. I hope I didn't bring up any bad memories. But it was like I've never dealt with something like that. And it was just like off the charts. I've never had anything happen like that. 14K. I even see that. Sither's back. Well, I was just about to get off the live. I guess we gotta go. We'll go to like at least 4. Yo, I mean, when she's talking about, I don't know why she was even putting on lingerie. I just was, and she was like clipping the things on, talking about this poisoned sausage, man. And that's when I knew, here it comes. And it was all about the water. And I totally, like I said at the hospital, I get patients like that. That's why people give them to me, because I'm really good with like keeping people like calm. Bro, I had the most tripped out someone in a crisis at work. I was the one who kept her there. But to deal with that, like to have that happen like on a date or something from someone that I met at the gas station was like, I was like, wow. Right. Generally, if someone broke in, I would probably just defend the upstairs. I would not like probably try and engage in anybody downstairs unless they were seriously like, if they did not leave, maybe. But yeah, I mean, I think if I went downstairs, I would bring something other than just a sword. But I do have a sword there just in case. Yeah, you're right about the sword. It would go everywhere. Oh man, seamstress. What? How is it every time? I swear to you, I was about to wrap up the live, but here we go. Yeah, the tube sock. Maybe it was. Maybe it was just the vegan sausage by itself that made her sick. She's probably right. Oh man, I'm telling you what. I just don't have any luck. There's always something. The cats were cool as hell, and I would not have. I was sitting there just petting these cats with their little wet noses, and I'd like get their little wet nose, and I'd like be like doing this with their ears and stuff for like hours while she was just talking and rearranging stuff. I'm just like, oh yeah. I don't even know what she was going on about. I couldn't tell you probably half of it because it's just like one run-on sentence. I was just petting these cats, listening to her. It's actually not too bad of a time, I can totally like just listen to people talk. petting the cats. Dude, they ripped up that paper bag though. That paper bag hit the floor and they just pounced on it. Like the one had it in its mouth, like no joke. I could see it going with this piece of paper, and it's like. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm spitting. Do they? Okay, I guess so. They do, because she's like, they love paper bags. I was like, I can see. And they were like, they just pounced on it. I saw the one cat when I came in. I had no clue there were 4 of them. Oh, all right. So that's 30, and we're on this. I think I was saying once we hit 300 hits, we're going to be over 3,000, which would put us at 308,000 for the total. And like Monday or Tuesday, everybody, I want to hit Bob 10,000 times, just so you know. Those cats are so cool. The cats really, really got me through that, helped me pull through. They were just jumping up on the counter, checking me out, and just petting the cats while she's talking, looking, and she was looking for something for a half hour while she's talking. I'm just like, wow, okay. What a night. Then I came home at 11 o'clock. All the lights were on because I left everything on from after the podcast. I was expecting to just come home. I went out for nachos. I didn't get back till like 1 o'clock or something. I don't know the Three Kingdoms stuff. Anyone else in chat? No, I don't know what the Three Kingdoms stuff is. Yo! Thank you. I used to have this as just like a collector's item. And then, I don't know about the Three Kingdoms. I don't know if it's a gaming thing, but this used to just be like a collector's item. And then I started wearing it on the live streams because I was like, you know what? I was like, I better be a cool hat. And it has been. I appreciate that people recognize it. This hat's got to be like, I probably got it like 15 years ago or something. You know, maybe it was the back. I gave that girl the best back rub she probably ever had, she said, in years. And that's probably, and then she chilled out. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I should go see her again, just give her a back rub when I walk in. Because when I left, she was chill. Oh, it was just, I've never experienced something like that. I do. Some of the best games are Legend of Zelda games, and I actually watch. I really follow the link Legend of Zelda 2 speedruns. I love watching them, even if just I've watched so many Legend of Zelda 2 speedruns, it amazes me. Actually, the Dragon Quest speedruns impress me a little more. But the whole Link from NES are great. I just watch them just because I love that game. I didn't even like that game too much growing up. Yeah, Pixie, I know what you mean. I love speedruns of those older games. I especially love Zelda speedruns. There's some crazy stuff from the N64 Zelda games that I found, like cheats. I was like, wow. I was like, you just skip, like you just drop down, you're fighting Ganon. Like, it's just crazy stuff. I was like, how do people find this stuff out? Oh, do you think, Salmon? I don't know. Maybe. She was going on and on before she had one. Unless she had one before she came to the convenience store. Man. I kept trying to ask her what she takes, because I was trying to figure out, because being a nurse, I wanted to see what she was on, but she was not listening, or she just keep talking about something else. Dragon Quest, Dragon Quest anime from back in the day was like my favorite cartoon forever. Yeah, the cats are in control. I do. The new league. Which Mac is it? The armored. Wait. The newest league I saw is it's called armored. Is it called the Armored League? Right. That's the newest one I've seen. Metal. No, it's Armored League. I think is the newest league I've seen. Yeah, if you ever check it out, I think it's just search Dragon Quest anime. I think it's early '90s. If you wanted to check it out, I loved it. It was like my favorite one forever. It was back when they had the Super Mario show, when they'd have the Mario Brother cartoon in the morning. Well, I don't know. I will tell you that these cats are outdoor cats that come inside. Uh, well, yeah, that's true. I don't know, but yo, it maybe something had her going off. But yeah, the anime for if you search, you might have to look up Dragon Warrior anime. It might have been I don't remember if they called it Warrior Quest, but either way, it's great. Um, Dragon Warrior on Nintendo. I used to play that game so much. I watched those speedruns too, but yeah, nothing to me beats a good old Zelda speedrun. There's a dude named Arcus that I watch that I think's an entertaining speedrunner. He wears the cowboy hat. I've watched a couple other. I can't remember the names of the other people. Speedruns though always like interest me, especially like GoldenEye, because I used to play. We all played GoldenEye, right? Yeah. Do you know the Dark Souls? Did you ever see the no death runs? The guy that pulled off, I think, the first no hit run, the Hobbit guy. I can't remember his name. Yo, all those were too young. If you ever get a chance, you want to play some old decent games. I think they're good games. No way! I didn't even know they remade it. And that has to be 100 while we're talking right there. No clue that they remade it. I bet they made a good remake. There were some things they needed to fix in that game. It's funny, like, do you know Perfect Dark, when Perfect Dark came out? Witcher 3, nice. And everybody, Salmon, great live streamer for gaming. Everybody here talking should check out Salmon. If he's on and I have time, I always go check him out. Oh my gosh, yo, that's cool. I gotta check it out. To have a graphics upgrade is great. Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting. Perfect Dark, I had over 1 million kills. Like, I mean, including all the enemies in the game. I played that game so much. I had Nintendo 64 Perfect Dark. I would play so much back in the day. I had over 1 million kills. I wish I had a screenshot of it or something. I lost the game. The console broke. I don't remember what happened. I think gaming. I think it's better. I think it's better to be born now with games how they are now. You can always go back and play the old ones. You know, if the farther into the future you're born, the more stuff you can go back and play. If you're born back when I was and I had a freaking Atari, I'm limited. You know, I'm gonna be gone 40, 50 years before a lot of y'all out there. I'm 46. You know, we didn't have computers when I was little, so I used to make computer games way back in the day. Yeah, the Xbox. That's the only reason I got Xbox One, was to play the freaking Perfect Dark. Sarah, what's up? Oh, I don't think Sarah's here. It just said she's probably live streaming too. Did you like Perfect Dark Zero better? The Perfect Dark soundtrack is great. I actually on my gaming YouTube channel, I had a pretty decent Perfect Dark series, how to beat all the challenges. I would just go back and beat the challenges. I was like the Perfect Dark master. And then it's funny, after playing all the newer games, I went back and played Perfect Dark. I was like, man, this game was actually so easy. It was so slow compared to newer games. Perfect Dark's like a first-person shooter. Yeah. I do. So I have a video game channel, John. It's called Zombie Heads. And it was, so look, this guy even has, I used to have a Dark Souls themed channel. Bob's shirt. This was like my old school, this is like back in the day. I used to have a whole Dark Souls themed channel, right? And it was very popular enough where at one point I was making $1,250 a month for Dark Souls vids. And it was something kind of a dumb idea. It was like so I'd get the weapons, right? No shields, but like the sword, like the every single weapon in the game other than bows, I would make a moveset video for it. And I just started doing it like for fun, and then people started watching them. Where I have some videos like Dark Souls 3, I have videos like with like a good amount of videos with like hundreds of thousands of views for Dark Souls stuff, and because there's so much with the PvP. So I would like speed run the game and just make videos, and I would be uploading like 10, 15 weapon videos a day. I had template, I get the footage, I could get some PvP footage if I could, or I'd at least get PvE footage so you could see them in use, the swords and all that, the hammers, everything. And yeah, I have every single weapon in Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3. Everything in Bloodborne. Then I started going back to do Dark Souls 1, and I have like a bunch of them. And then when Elden Ring came out, same thing. Speed run the game, weapon video. So actually Dark Souls 3, I didn't even get to enjoy the game because I got it the early access from from being popular. Hey, I'm a popular guy. So I went and I got the 2-week early access. I just speed ran the game. Video. So I had the videos out like before the game, kinda. You know what I mean? And it's great. But once Dark Souls died off, when Elden Ring came out, for whatever reason, like I had 25,000 subscribers, not as many people came back to watch the stuff. And I was going through the Elden Ring content. I didn't complete the Elden Ring weapon series. I was like, there's only like 10,000, 30,000 people watching a video. For me, that's really bad. So I kind of was like, well, I'll just quit. In the meantime, I was trying to play in Warframe. I'm like end game Warframe player. I've been playing Warframe for almost since it came out. And I tried to rebrand myself as a Warframe channel. Didn't work. So currently I don't upload to it. But I had a Warframe short scheduled for like 5 months straight every single day. And it never took off. But I was like, whatever. I still get paid for the channel, but it's only like $100 a month. There's Zombie Heads. Yeah. So I don't know. I tried to rebrand it. It died off. At one time though, like, you know, I would back in the Dark Souls days, like I was pretty popular for a little bit for in that circle. I wasn't like only Afro with the Giant Dad video, like with millions of views, like, you know, the Giant Dad videos, and people that were like Ouroboros and Peeve that were really good with the PvP. My thing, you know, I was pretty well known because everyone is always like, oh, I got the weapon. They're always watching to see like my stuff about how they work, the move sets. And Warframe is so huge. Just to get started in it now is crazy. I'm just like, I have everything in the game. I have we built this huge dojo by ourselves. Like I've completed everything in Warframe. I'm like max mastery rank. I have everything in the game maxed out. You know, I've been playing it for like 11 years, 12 years. Just to get into it now is probably so overwhelming. It's a fun game. I like it. I've been I would never have played it so long without liking it. But Yeah, in between Dark Souls releases, I'd usually play Warframe. And then at one point I just started maining Warframe. But I couldn't rebrand it because everyone came by for the Dark Souls stuff. So I'd upload a Warframe video, you know. I'd live stream Warframe, like I'd have like 4 viewers. I'd live stream Dark Souls. Some days I'd have like 80 people tuned in. Like no one wanted to see Warframe. Blue Knight. It's so huge. There's so many things to Warframe. You can build everything in that game without spending. It's totally free to play. But to get to that point, you gotta play a long time. I have every mod, every upgrade, everything you can do. Like I have it, like maxed out. The endo that uses the currency, I have like millions and millions of endo that I'm never gonna spend because it's useless to me now. You know, so I don't know. It's just, I still think it's fun, and I'd still play it even though I was like end game. But as soon as at the point, I'm like, you know, I tried to rebrand my channel. It didn't take off, so I just abandoned it. Favorite? Oh man, Prime Warframe to play. Oh, to play as. All right. I was a Rhino main for a while. My top 3 are Frost, Rhino, and then I started branching out. I got back into Mag. I always use Loki for anything like the spy stuff. Yeah. Rhino's kind of cheap though, because Rhino you can like almost never die. You know what I mean? So when I'm just checking out the motorcycle. For farming, I use Necros. For stealth stuff, I use Loki. If I just don't want to die, I'd always use Rhino. And Frost is great because, you know, Frost can with the defensive stuff. I really got into Ureli for a little bit. She's kind of cute, you know, with the whole animation. And then who else? Protea was cool. I was using Protea for a little bit. God, it's been a while since I played. Who was I playing with? Oh, freaking, I used to do freaking, Mesa. Those are probably like my top used. There's a lot of them that come out and I never use them again. Yeah. I used to ride motorcycles. What's up, Nate? For weapons, do you know what I usually use a Cedo now, but do you know what I used for years was the Toncore, and they've nerfed Toncore. The Toncore is still like my most used weapon, and it's still my most used weapon. I was so good with it, like I didn't even have to aim. I would aim kind of, but I could just tell. You know how they had it so it would have to hit I could hit enemies from like hundreds of meters away. I would just know where to arc it. I could be moving and arc it, and it would just hit stuff. And the Cullstar, believe it or not. I used to use Toncore and Cullstar. And then they nerfed Cullstar too. They used to have a lot more ammo. So I also like the what is it? The Spectra, the one that has like the huge magazine. Just because I think it's fun. Oh, Jacob, Pittsburgh, PA. My next fight, there's an event in Maryland coming up on this weekend, but my next fight is in Virginia on the 14th and 15th. Yeah, I have to get a cruiser. My daughter's mom back in the day was like, "You're gonna get killed on one of those things." So I've been riding like Kawasaki Ninjas since like 2006. I still have. There's one in the garage. I haven't rode it for a while. I needed to tune it up. I never got around to it. It's just sitting there. Oh, duels are great. Duels are so much fun. If you ever wanted to try it, it's like the most fun you could have. If you ask me, I could be a little biased. I like duels more than the team stuff. I've had 4 tournaments, by the way. We're on day. We're on like 140 right there. I believe. We're on day 110 with 305. We're at 308,000 hits. Yeah, if I could ride a horse, I'm really considering learning how to ride. Dude, I'd be such a great Ren Fair actor. But, I'm really considering to learn how to ride. Before this year gets over, I want to get my first lesson. My daughter rides. My daughter jumps horses. You know, I don't. Nate, if you're still there, it's good to see you. You know, like me and there's, if you ever want to check out Death Watch Knights, they're training their horses to get ready to have mounted combat. Death Watch Knights on here. You can see it's a newer team. You can see they're kind of building their team. They got some new people. They're posting videos and stuff, and they're using horses. They're getting horses ready to fight with, I think, steel mounted combat. I should. Yo! Oh, good, Nate. Hey, I thought you were still there. We're killing it. We are almost at 30% of a million. 33%. I mean, a third of the way there. It's gonna happen this week. Monday is gonna be a really long day. Gray Matter. Yo, Gray Matter. Gray Matter. I really like the way that you talk on your videos, man. And I was checking out your video. I swear on my life, before I started streaming today, I was imitating what you were doing. Nice. Hey, you too. It's good to see you, man. Thanks for hitting the like button. Monday's going to be a long one. Either Monday or Tuesday, I want to get 10,000 hits on Bob. I don't care how long it takes. We're going to start in the morning, and we're just going to roll with it till we get 10,000. That'll put us way ahead. That'll finally break the barrier. We'll be ahead. Back in the beginning, I was ahead. That's 200 to write down. We got 100 to go. 4:15, we're live streaming till. I'll be back on tonight. I want to get to the gym before it closes. I want to do my cardio inside and sit in a hot tub and rethink my life when it comes to dating. As I've been saying. No luck. With the apps or with the apps or in person. I finally just found one in person. You know what? I kind of just stuck on games. I've played every Dark Souls game, like including Bloodborne, Elden Ring. You would probably be more yeah. And me and Death Watch Knights, like the main guy from Death Watch, we had a whole fight, a real fight, and we had to script some of it because at the end, someone had to stage fight, like to unalive the other person. So we had to have this whole scenario set up, and we don't just, like when you're fighting Ren Fair. I love short sword and buckler. If I could get a shorter sword, I would. I don't think the rules allow you in Boohurt, but I think there's a minimum. But Ren Fair, the guy goes like this, and he's standing there for like at least 2 seconds till the other guy goes like that. Like, bro, I could so. I would so be a great choreographer. I could put some choreography together. The sword is polypropylene is what they call it. Yo! Heck yeah. There's so much with HEMA that can translate to Boohurt. If you ever wanted to fight in armor. If you want to do the more HEMA-like armor stuff, it's Harness Fectin. It's a really goofy name, Harness Fectin. But you actually fight like the real way with swords with armor. Not Boohurt's more of a just beat you up. Cold Steel, it is Cold Steel. They do, the Ren Fair shows, the main show with the jousting is all scripted. Like, what did I say, we're on 200 there? So, they swing really wild. If you watch, like, they so telegraph everything, and it's slow. Like, no one would fight this slow. Then they'll have things where the guy's planning to duck, he'll go like, the guy will duck even before he swings a sword. Whew. To parry, the guy puts up his sword before the other person hits it. I would so... I'd be like, bro, I would be so much better. I would. I'd make it more real. Cold Steel, yep. This version, I believe, is discontinued. We're taking the TikTok money. We're buying two new polypropylene swords, though, this week to dual wield. Yeah, and the Ren Fair fight was actually fast forwarded, and you can even still see how long it took for the guy to go like this till the other guy went like that for him to block it. The Ren Fair shows are great, even though it's choreographed. I do love them, and I love watching them. Yo, hey, Nate the Great, good seeing you too, as always. Hope you have a good rest of the day. Well, we do. So we actually fight Boo Herd at some of them. And the reason why they won't let us do it at our local Ren Fair, I think, because they think we're going to steal the show. And out in Ohio, like it took the Boo Herd stuff took off. Like more people were watching us beat each other up. And we were even using like steel chairs. More people were watching us in the main show. I think that's what Pittsburgh is scared about. Boo Herd's like Boo Herd is like full contact fighting with axes and swords and armor. Let's take a field trip, everybody. We do take some field trips. Let me write this down. We got 200 here. We'll go probably a little bit longer than 415. Let me show you some armor. Or you can always check. If you click on my video, I have a cage fight highlight, cage fights and armor. One of my cage fight videos and one of our 5-on-5 highlight videos from our team. All right. That's all the hits we're getting. I'm going to be live again later tonight because I have absolutely nothing to do. Last night was a freaking trip. I went on an unexpected date. We're not doing that tonight. I met this girl at this gas station. And, yeah. Long story. All right. Oh, thanks about the hat. I'm glad you noticed. That's the whole reason I wear it. I love this hat, too. Jimmy the hamster. He's not up yet, but that's Jimmy's house. This is a big 4-foot-long hamster cage. So, this here, let me fix the headdress. I had it off last night. So this is my, sorry for the camera shaking around. All right. So this helmet, let me turn the lights on. So we fight, like, you see him out there fighting with his plastic sword. Thanks for the follow, Misfit. So, as you can see, this is a pretty heavy-duty steel helmet. Like, steel legs. They are a little rusty from sitting here. I have no clue why. But this isn't all the armor, but because I'm cleaning up the chest piece. So think, this is like what I'm getting hit in the head with. You can hit people as hard as you want. Thanks. I saw a video on Facebook. I'll catch up on chat if I miss a couple other questions. But I started fighting in armor because I saw a video on Facebook of someone getting beat up. 5 people beating somebody up in armor. There's another kind of fight. This is my SCA helmet, by the way. It has some different face plates, but this is for the wooden weapon stuff. That one's not really rated to get hit with steel. But so check this out. Let me see. I had a podcast. I was on a podcast here yesterday, so some things are sitting out. Flip this around. It's easier. So check out, like, this shield. This is my main shield. You can see some of those dents. So you can hit as hard as you want. As hard as you can. This is like my tournament. That is my helmet. I have stuff laying here because we had a show and tell. These are some of my awards on my belt from winning duels. I have a bunch of those medals to put on there still. I'm gonna wear that belt for the final event of the season. This is my saber I use for duels. All these stickers are from different competitions and stuff, but they're not sharp. See how it's like flat, and you hit people as hard as you want, hard as you can. And because people are like, oh yeah, and these are all a Spartan race medal, but these are all medals from events. From like, here's one. I write them this 2022. This is a good one here. Where's the other one? Yeah, this night. This place was from the MMA stuff. Thanks about the shields. They're built. Yeah, they're built. They're recreated off of. This is just a decoration helmet, but they're recreated from historical documents. But this is a good one. I fought here. This is last year. This is the MMA stuff, like in the cages. I fought somebody. Then someone else dropped out, and they're like, "Hey, would you want to fight again?" I was like, "I'll fight someone else," and then look, I got another one. But yeah, I mean, so people are like, "Oh, this dude probably doesn't know what he's talking about." But I do. I have a pile of medals. I have nothing to do with these things. I just throw them in a pile. But you would have to look in a book or something, right? Everything has to be. These are kind of more modern. Let me not show some of the things. Oh, like here. You could wear that. That is a museum piece. You could wear that. It has to be recreated from something that existed, right? A helmet like this, you would have a grill. People wear these. This is like Eastern armor. You'd have a grill, and they'd be covered with chainmail. So everything has to be documented. This would probably not pass because they don't allow chain. You have to have documented armor. You can't just add arms to this. Do you know what I mean? It has to match. So since that's like a chainmail thing, here's my long sword I fight with. Anyway, yeah, it's all they're all that they're not sharp. The book, that's the book. And there's a lot of books. That's just the one I have sitting here for once in a while. But yeah, here, before I flip the camera back around, these are my ballroom dance medals. I used to be a ballroom dancer. And then some different axes. This one is killer. I love this one, but it broke where the tape is. So I only use this one sometimes for practice because it's heavy. And that's what you hit people with these things as hard as you want. It's great. I think it's great. So yeah, that's a little show and tell. Oh, and here's the armor because I did have some of this sitting out here. Leg armor. I was doing some maintenance on it. I have to go over these leather straps with some leather softener. Look at this. This is my groin protection. Thankfully, I had that, huh? Look at that dent. That saved me. So yeah, it's a sport. Some people say it's not a sport. I think it is. But I don't argue. If somebody doesn't think it's a sport, well, it's not. So I will be back on again tonight, just so we know. Let's see how many hits we're at here. There's we're definitely like over 308,000. I'm gonna get on again tonight. Like I said, I'm going to go. I have to get something to eat. I'm gonna go sit in the hot tub. I'm gonna get some cardio in. Yo, yeah, just John. It's good to see you again. And thanks for the Misfit. And did I miss anything else in chat? Captain America's sword or whatever. I don't know what Captain America's sword would be. Yo, you too. John, hey, Sither, good to see you again. And I'm going to go do some cardio. I'm going to sit in the hot tub, like I said, and think about my life, my dating life. I'm going to get something to eat, buy a new whiteboard. Salmon, thanks for the likes at the end here. What sport? What a sport, not a sport. Yeah, it's a sport or it's not. Either way, it's fun. And then I'll be back on probably after dark. And then Salmon, if Salmon's live streaming tonight, everybody, you'll catch me in his chat. Lord Salmon is a great streamer, everybody. A bayonet. Yeah. You cannot fight with a bayonet because it's too modern. There's some reenactments where you can. Peace. Yep. Yeah, we'll catch y'all after a little bit if you want to come back later. Or another time. Either way, it's good hanging out with everybody. And I'll have an update. I update this. There'll be a highlight video of this in a couple days. Because we're keeping track. 1 million hits in a year or less. All right, everybody. And yeah, we'll see you later tonight. Isn't it funny? As soon as we start saying bye, everybody comes by. It's Boohurt. Pulse. Look. If you search this term Boohurt, you'll see some footage of what I do. And I'm just hitting this dummy 1 million times for something to do. While like in between my tournaments. Yo, everybody. Yeah, we'll catch you later. We'll see you in a little bit maybe or in another one.